KHAM Britt is B103.1 FM, a Koloff media station.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, Todd Kim.
Season openers for the Hawkeyes and Cyclones. Iowa hosts Illinois State without Kirk Ferentz, while Iowa State hosts North Dakota. A rare home opener for UNI and a busy night of rated matchups to open the high school season. Welcome to the 30th season of the Scouting Report.
Okay, gotta be late. Gotta go.
Try to talk to Kevin.
Wallets, check.
Okay, that's
and
Kevin. Kevin's mic
phone.
is up. Mine is.
Check.
No,
Keys.
mine is up.
Check. Lunch.
Test.
Check.
Okay.
Checking for the things you need doesn't take long. But what about checking for your safety? Right now, 1 in every 5 vehicles on the road has an open safety recall, but it only takes seconds to check for open recalls on your car at checktoprotect.org. All you need is your vehicle identification number or license plate number. Your automaker may not have the right information to notify you about recalls by mail, especially if you recently moved or drive an older or used car. Checktoprotect.org is the quick, easy way to find out if your vehicle has an open safety recall and find the closest dealer who can make the repair for free.
Laptop. Check.
Before you go, take a minute. Visit checktoprotect.org. Check to Protect is a program of the National Safety Council.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Heading into the season, the focus at Iowa was all about the offense and how it proved it may be under new coordinator Tim Lester. That was until head coach Kirk Ferentz was suspended for the opener against Illinois State for a recruiting violation. Assistant head coach Seth Wallace will lead the Hawkeyes on Saturday, and he'll have the final say on the sideline.
But you just try to keep things in an even flow. I think, probably try to keep everybody's mood or approach in an even flow, too. And, if we're getting a little bit higher here or down here, you got to try to balance things out a little bit and just try to make sure everybody's focused on what they do.
Hawkeye corner Jamari Harris says they're not using the absence of their head coach as a rallying cry.
No, we're just going out and try to be the best we can be. Our biggest opponent is ourselves. We're just going to try to go out and compete at a high level regardless. Do it for the brother next to you, for the coaches who've been coaching us, for everybody in this building. Everybody's special. That's why we are the Iowa Hawkeyes. And we're going to go out and try to leave it on the field.
It's an 11 a.m. kickoff in Kinnick Stadium. It'll be televised by the Big Ten Network. Iowa State takes high expectations in the opener against North Dakota at home. Cyclone coach Matt Campbell says every opener has question marks.
What you're always nervous about in the first game is you don't know exactly what your opponent's going to do. You got to be ready to make great adjustments within the football game, and you can't do that if you got so much in that you don't have the ability to adjust.
It's a 2:30 kickoff in Jack Trice Stadium. Fox Sports 1 has the coverage. For the first time since 2010, Northern Iowa opens a full season at home as the Panthers host Valparaiso. UNI is a heavy favorite against a Beacon squad that was 3-8 last season.
First game's always the same answer. There's a lot of uncertainty until you line up and find out what they're actually going to do. And it'll take a quarter or so to figure that out to see what they are this year as compared to years past. But you look at the past and you gauge the future.
That's UNI coach Mark Farley, and a disappointing start for Drake Thursday night. The Bulldogs led Quincy University 10-0 at halftime when the thunderstorms rolled into Des Moines. The second half never started, and the game is officially canceled. The Bulldogs visit Eastern Washington next week. Up next, high school football on the Scouting Report.
This is Dawn Heatland, physical therapist at Hancock County Health System. Are you looking for a way to rehabilitate that nagging injury? Or maybe you need to reteach your body and mind to do the things you used to do with ease. Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Check. Check.
From Radio Iowa Sports.
Check.
More than a dozen rated
1, 2.
matchups highlight the opening night of the high school football season. One of those takes place in Spirit Lake, where the Class 2A top-ranked Indians host 3A number 3 Algona. Brian Wilson has a preview.
A lot of similarities exist between these two teams who bring high expectations into 2024. Both teams will be led by three-year starters under center, with Caden Lunt leading the top-ranked Indians. The senior threw for over 2,300 yards and leading his squad to the Unidome last year. Indians head coach Josh Beloit knows his guys, though, will have to be ready from the opening kick.
It's going to be a great game. I think Algona is one of the best teams in 3A football, and to start with them right out of the chute with a ton of confidence coming back, it's going to be a great football game, and it's going to be a tough one for us to prep for.
Third-ranked Algona is led by Iowa State commit Alex Mansky, who threw for over 1,700 yards a season ago and leading the Bulldogs to the playoffs. Head coach Andy Jacobson knows just how good this Spirit Lake team is.
A couple really good receivers, obviously, that you know about, and running back and their quarterback returns. So a lot of returners, a lot of really good football players. Should be quite a game.
A season ago, Spirit Lake erased a 15-0 halftime deficit, taking advantage of 4 Algona turnovers to claim a 30-22 victory. Reporting from Algona, I'm Brian Wilson on the Scouting Report.
Also in 2A, number 2 Van Meter plays host to 1A, 4th-ranked Underwood. It's 3rd-ranked West Lyon at home against Sioux Center. County rivals collide in 1A as top-ranked Dyke New Hartford visits number 3 Grundy Center. John Mulwinkle reports.
The reigning 1A champion Grundy Center football team is coming off a 13-0 season, but most personnel from that team graduated, opening opportunities for several players to earn their first varsity snaps. Head coach Travis Zajac.
There's so many valuable lessons learned right up the gate in week 1 with Dyke New Hartford coming in. They return a lot of kids. They're hungry. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be very aggressive and play a very physical brand of football. So that'll be a really good litmus test for us right out the gate. Our young kids that haven't had a ton of varsity time, they need to be able to respond to that moment.
Coming off a 7-4 season that featured a state quarterfinal appearance, Dyke New Hartford has the vast majority of last year's starters back, including several playmakers at the offensive skill positions and quarterback Colin Meester. Head coach Don Betts hopes to get in sync throughout the first few games.
We're just going to look to become consistent, and I'm hoping that we can build some momentum through consistency. Last year, I thought in our pre-district schedule, we ended up being really inconsistent.
Grundy Center has won 3 straight in the series between the county rivals, including in Week 1 and the quarterfinals last year. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm John Mowinkle with On The Go Media in Hampton and Parkersburg.
Also in 1A, 2nd-ranked OABCIG's on the road at Esterville Lincoln Central. Class A tonight. Number 1 Woodbury Central hosts Lawton Bronson, while 2nd-ranked Madrid is at home against Woodward Granger. And in 8-player, there's a couple of rated matchups tonight. Number 5 Cam plays host to 8th-ranked Audubon, while 6th-ranked Don Bosco is at home against number 10 Rhinebeck. Again this season, Bex is recognizing student-athletes that are not only a star in athletics, but also a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Nominate a student-athlete by searching Bex Player with Heart. Last season, nearly 40 young Iowans were recognized for their achievements, both on and off the field. One of those was Violet Bodie from Algona-Garrigan High School, who was raised on a vegetable farm and enjoyed helping out at the farmer's market.
And we used to do vegetable boxes that we would deliver around town, and I've kind of just grown up helping with that, and it's been part of my life, and I've seen how that goes. And I really like it. I like working in the garden.
Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
So here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save money. State Farm agent Jay Hiscox is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Britt. Call Jay or Lindsay today at 641-843-3563. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back, and I want to remind you that our pregame show tonight is being brought to you by Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. Miller & Sons is your easy-go headquarters for golf car and utility vehicle sales, service, finance, leasing, as well as providing winterization and storage. They also sell Cushman haulers, Aluma trailers. That's Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. Check them out at millergolfcars.com or just drive south of Britt on James Avenue. Pull in and say hi or give them a call, 641-843-4132. And before I turn it over here to Jay and we talk about West Hancock Eagles, I want to also remind you to stop into the Britt Food Center each Friday between 8 and 4:30 during the football season and sign up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game. If your name is drawn during the drawing that day and the Eagles record a sack in the game that night, you could be the winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. Britt Food Center is locally owned and a proud supporter of the West Hancock Eagles. We are getting ready for the presentation of colors here before the game, as the GHV Cardinals and the West Hancock Eagles are about to square off. When they get to the national anthem, we will step aside and let you listen to that. In the meantime, we have the American Legion and VFW members presenting the colors right now. And now we will step aside for the playing of our national anthem. That was your national anthem, compliments of the Garner Hayfield Ventura Marching Cardinals. So now, I'm going to turn it back over to Jay and let him talk a little bit about the West Hancock Eagles.
All right, thank you, Kevin. West Hancock, the Eagles start the 2024 having been 4 of the last 5 Class A state, having won 4 of the last 5 Class A state championships. If they want to continue that trend, they will have to find replacements for names like Smith, Peterson, Zool, Douglas, Larson, and Sandoval. Senior Zephyr Jamgard will move under center and direct the offense. Seniors Creighton Kelly, Brady Bix will look to take over that running game for the Eagles. They'll be helped by Ethan Gakin, Gustavo Gomez, as well as Jacoby Subject. The offensive line will feature new faces in Carson Bruins and Reese Lutke, along with Gavin Wonder, I believe, is going to be running in plays with Bruins tonight. They'll join Zach Bukema, Ray Gretlet, Shaler Prignitz, and Gunnar Faust. We're going to have a quick moment of silence real quick, and we'll get back to you.
Now, let's give a round of applause in celebration of the life,
Creighton Kelly, Brady Bixel return at linebacker.
Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona. They carry a wide selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, Casey Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right. Visit CaseyNielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Garner Dental Group provides orthodontics for all ages. Dr. Amy and Dr. Bree use the latest technology with Invisalign. Dental monitoring allows patients to scan weekly with their phone from the comfort of their home. This allows consistent monitoring and communication with the doctor while also reducing physical trips into the office. We want to see your smile. Visit GarnerDental.com today.
Hi, this is Mike Ewing. For more than 40 years, my family and our staff at Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company have been caring for your families with personalized services as unique as the lives each of us live. Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, Dow's, and all the surrounding communities for generations and generations to come.
Number 54, Taylor Brickman. Defensive tackle, senior, number 74, Ray Bretland. And linebacker, the junior, number 24.
All right, welcome back. And now we'll have Jay continue on with the West Hancock Eagles.
Yeah, keys tonight for West Hancock. Several new faces getting their first varsity starts. The Eagles need to shake off any nervous energy they might have and keep the mistakes to a minimum. That's always a week one key, and offensive line play is always crucial for West Hancock. And I think they have potential to have a really good offensive line when they get all the right pieces in the right places. But, you know, the biggest question mark with this team this year right now is depth. That's obvious. Typically every year when you're a Class A football team, you're concerned about depth. But, yeah, offensive line play and defensive line play are going to be the keys for the Eagles. And should be a really, really fun season for West Hancock. Once again, I really expect big things out of Bixel, Kelly, Ray Gretlet, Shaler Prignant, Zach Bukema, Gunnar Faust. I think Coach Sanger and company will really lean on that core, those core 6 seniors to lead the way this year, and those 6 are more than talented enough to lead this team to a deep, deep, successful season that hopefully ends in the Unidome again.
Right, and you know our old friend Mr. Jim Becker used to always say, you know, your biggest improvement comes between week 1 and week 2, and the Eagles will need that because they're going to jump right into district play next week. So I take that back. Garner does not, do they?
Yeah. So we host Belmont Clemmy next week, and then we host a really good team in St. Ansgar in week 3. So the season is upon us, and kickoff is about a minute away. So Eagles come in tonight in the Radio Iowa Class A poll. We'll run through that real quick. Woodbury Central is ranked number 1 to open the season. Madrid returns a ton this year. They're ranked number 2. ACGC 3. Your West Hancock Eagles come in at number 4. Lisbon is at 5. Wapsie Valley 6. St. Ansgar is ranked number 7 in the preseason poll. Nashua Plainfield at number 8. Logan Magnolia at 9. And Starmont rounds out the top 10 at number 10 there. So some 3 area teams, West Hancock, St. Ansgar, and Nashua Plainfield, and then a lot of teams that we've seen and played before in last year's playoffs in Woodbury Central, Madrid, and Wapsie Valley. So a lot of familiarity at the top there again in Class A, which, you know, success breeds success, and a lot of these programs just tend to reload every year. They graduate a ton, but next man up.
That they do. So tonight, West Hancock will start on defense. They will kick off. They will defend the west goal. Appropriate enough, as Britt's west of here. You know, just thought I'd point that out in case you're directionally challenged. And Garner Hayfield will defend the east goal, and they will start on offense. Deep for the Cards. I'll try to catch this. I think it's Crawl to the near side, and Gage Cones to the far
Crawl
side.
and Cones, I believe. Kind of hard to read those numbers in that bright sun right now.
There it is. Here's the kick. It's high end over end, taken about the 15-yard line by Cones on the opposite side. He's up over the 20, 25. Comes up over the 30, meets resistance, and is brought down about the 32, 33-yard line.
Gustavo Gomez, one of the early ones in on the special teams tackle there. It was a convocation of Eagles, as Doug Weiland once told us, that made the tackle there. D-line for West Hancock is going to be Faust, Prignitz, Lutke, and Ray Gretlet to start the game. Linebackers Kelly, Bixel, Gomez, and Bukema will be the linebackers. In the secondary is Subject, Gakin, and is that Jam Guard back there, or is that Nate Bixel? It's Jam Guard. Yep. It's up for Jam Guard back there at free safety.
And the Cards come out, single receiver to the left, and they give it to the first man through.
Moritz, the ball carrier.
It's Moritz.
And Moritz takes it up over the 35 to about the 36, 37 yard line. It'll be second down and 7.
You know, if you're Coach Camrad, you got to be excited that 2 of your best players are wrestlers, Kral and Moritz. That's always a good sign. West Hancock's, I think a lot of their success has come from, they got a lot of kids that are highly successful wrestlers, and that really, really translates from the mat to the football field.
Gakin under center now. I formation. Gives it to the second man through. It's Kral. And he's stuffed after a yard or 2 gain.
It was a good job by Gomez initially to get in from his linebacker position, and then I believe it was Kelly coming in to help get the ball carried to the ground. Going to be 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 4?
They call it 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So Lane Gakin awaits the play. It's being brought in by Carter Datema.
Datema and Zaroslik, we talked about him in the pregame. 2 nice receivers, nice targets for quarterback Lane Gakin. See if he potentially drops back to pass here with it being 3rd and medium.
And we were going to have a timeout taken by the Cards. Coach Camrad didn't like what was happening out on the field. We'll take it with him with 10:29 to play here in the first period.
McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Forge and Build is Britt's one-stop shop for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Not sure what you're looking for? Let their trained professionals help you determine what lumber, tools, or hardware you'll need to get any job done. Stop by and see them at First Avenue Northeast in Britt, or visit them at forgeandbuild.com.
All right, welcome back. And the reason for the timeout was the play clock was running out on them. So they come out now after the timeout. 2 receivers to the left. I formation. And Gakin will hand it off to Kral.
Moritz,
excuse me. Moritz is going to be close. I think he might have it.
Yeah, he got a good spot from the far side official there. I think he's going to have enough to pick up the first down. They may measure. Nope, they're going to say first down. So needed 4, got just enough, did Moritz on his 2nd carry of the game. And the Cardinals get the first down of the game. Primarily, they've stayed in that I formation. Receivers to the left and right of quarterback Gakin, and a slot receiver off to his right. Now they're going to go with a little offset single back.
And single receiver left, 2 to the right. He's going to throw out to the left, complete. And he's going to have a nice gain, about 8-9 yards, and that's complete out there to see if the catch line.
That's the Zaroslik, number 11, okay, Kevin.
Yep.
So a gain of 8 on first down. Nice little quick pass play. Gakin to Zaroslik, good timing, and nice pickup on first down.
So it'll be second down and short, 1.5 yards or so. Staying ahead of the chain so far are the Cardinals. 9:54 to play, first period. They come out now, 2 receivers split out wide to the right. Gakin hands it off to Kral. And Kral stretched out and dropped. He'll actually lose a yard or so.
That was a great job by Gunnar Fowles from his left defensive end position. He kind of blew up that play and trusted that his team kept great leverage, and then trusted that his teammates were going to rally to the football, and Bukema and company came in and made the play. But really it was Gunnar Fowles that initially kind of blew up that right side of the GHV offensive line, and now they're back to 3rd and medium again.
So 3rd and 3, single receiver each way. Now a man in the slot for Gakin. He's back to pass, rolling out to his right under some pressure. Fires incomplete, intended for Nick Zaroslik, and was over his head and out of bounds. And that'll bring out 4th down.
Yeah, great coverage there by Jacoby Subject. Let's go back. They pick up 8 yards on first down, get way ahead of the chains, but then Gunnar Faust makes a great play from his defensive end position to put him in a third and medium, and Cardinals not able to come up with the pass play. Good coverage there by Subject, and looks like the Cardinals are going to line up to punt. Always got to be leery here when their team's punting from midfield. Just make sure you keep an eye on things, and there's no funny business, Kevin.
Yeah, it's funny business we don't like. Creighton Kelly and Brady Bixel back deep for the Eagles. Here's the snap. Kick is off, and it's spiraling, and it's going to be down inside the 10-yard line. The Eagles will start first and 10, about the 8, I believe.
Kelly and Bixel back there, I just don't know if they kind of miscommunicated, but they kind of backed off. They probably could have fielded that ball, and at least fair catch. Saved a little bit of field position, but the Eagles going to start deep in their own territory at about the, they're calling it the, they are saying right on the 10-yard line, Kevin.
All right, we're going to go with that then. Far be it from me to argue. The Eagles will come out wing to the right, and it'll be Bixel off the left side. Actually, that was Creighton Kelly.
Was it? Yep.
It was Creighton Kelly on the carry. Well, it's hard to say that Bixel and Kelly both got out of the pile, so I don't know who had the ball.
The replay. I think that was Bixel. Well, they're saying Kelly, so we'll give it to Kelly. Got a little weird reflection where I'm sitting right now.
And the sun is just in that position where it's long shadows on the field right now. The Eagles come out of the huddle. Wing to the right is Gomez. And this one will be Kelly, and he's into the secondary. He's got first down yardage up over the 20 and to just shy of the 30, I believe. About the 28 or 29 yard line. So nice run on second down for West Hancock.
Yeah, great run by Kelly there. Good initial hole, but Cole dragging defenders with him as he picks up a first down, the first down for West Hancock this season.
And we're just under 8 minutes to go here at the snap. Eagles come out wing to the right. Gomez once again to the right. Kelly and Bixel in the backfield. I believe this is Bixel. And he's going to be stopped after just a short gain of a yard or two. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that's one thing that Coach Camrad, since he's been the coach here, has always done a really good job of limiting the West Hancock fullback. You can tell that's always been part of their game plan, is make it hard on that fullback, because that's really the key for West Hancock. If they can get the fullback going, everything else kind of plays off of that. But sometimes when you key on that, Creighton Kelly and Gustavo Gomez and Subject and company, they could be really, really dangerous with that situation.
They'll flip the formation to the left now and pitch it to Bixel. Bixel gets to upfield, has a nice hole to run through, and meets opposition at about the 34-yard line. It'll be third down and about 4, or long 4, short 5.
Morris on the stop for the Cardinals.
So the first third down, this Eagle offense will face new quarterback Zephyr Jamgard, a senior who's waited his turn. We'll see if Coach Heisman, the offensive coordinator, elects to have Jamgard put the ball in the air, if they hand it off to someone.
And it's wing to the right for the Eagles. And now they put Kelly in motion across the formation. And it's a counter play with Bixel, or Gomez, Gomez got first down yardage and then some, as he's up over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, West Hancock.
Gain of 13 there for Gomez on the long counter play, and the Eagles move the chains. Nice job there for Gomez. He was initially kind of stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Good job with his balance and keeping his feet, and then picking up a really nice first down.
And he'll be wing to the right now, and they'll give it to Kelly off the right side. He's looking for room to run, spins out of a tackle, tries to spin out another one, and is brought down in GHV territory. A nice gain on first down of about 7 yards to bring up 2nd and 3.
Nice gain there by Creighton Kelly. When he sees the film of that one, he's going to wish he would have cut it up there. He was he was kind of outrunning his blocker there as Gavin Wonder was pulling, and he tried to get to the outside. If he cut it up, he may have housed one there. Gavin Wonder and Carson Bruins, they are the two that are running in plays this year. So interesting, they got 2 guards running in the plays.
And it's a handoff to Gomez.
Bixel.
Oh, it was Bixel? Okay.
Yep.
And he's going to have first down yardage. I thought it was Gomez.
Oh, that's Bix.
Okay. Bixel has first down, I think. Yep. They're going to move the chains, and it's going to be 1st and 10 about the 42-yard line of the Cardinals for the Eagles with 5:26 to go here in the first period. West Hancock's first possession. Garner Hayfield was able to move the ball to midfield before having to punt to the Eagles. Eagles started this possession on their own 10-yard line. Wing to the left. Jump guard. Hands it off. Gomez. Gomez off the left side. Spins out of a tackle.
Ball's out. Ball's out. And it is. We're going to see.
I think it's going to stay with
West Hancock ball. Gunnar Faust. Gunnar Faust comes up with the fumble recovery.
And after all of that, it's a 5-yard gain.
Yep.
So we'll start with 2nd and 5. And the Eagles will break the huddle. Gomez in the backfield. Kelly wing to the left. And they'll give it to Gomez. Nope, they'll give it to Bixel. I went for the fake on that one.
Gain of 6 there for Bixel on 2nd and 5. Picks up another first down and a very methodical West Hancock-like drive here to open this one up.
1st and 10 just outside the 30-yard line.
This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up here as Gavin Wonder, a sophomore, brings the play in, and then he'll line up at left guard. Offensive line for West Hancock is Gretlet, Wonder at left guard. He's rotating in with Carson Bruin, Shaler Prignitz, and we'll give you that right side after this play.
Wing to the left. Now they put Kelly in motion. And it's going to be jump guard on the keeper. And he's going to be dropped right away at the line of scrimmage. No gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, nothing doing there for the Eagles.
Going to give him a little bit there.
Nothing doing there for the Eagle quarterback on the bootleg. Finishing the offensive line for West Hancock at right guard is Reagan Johnson. He's a junior. And then at right tackle is another junior in Reese Lutke. So you've got 2 seniors on that offensive line is all in Shaler Prignitz and Ray Gretlet.
Wing to the right now is Gomez. And they're going to give it to Kelly. Kelly's little hesitation in the backfield. And he's dropped for a loss of about a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long for West Hancock.
Yeah, 3rd and long if you're West Hancock, but if you're Coach Ice and company, you're in 4-down territory at the 31-yard line. So really the playbook is wide open. If you can pick up 5 or 6 here on this, then you can do just about anything on that 4th down attempt. Or you can just pick it all up right now, 3rd and 11. But I do believe they are in 4-down territory right now.
It'll be a full house backfield for West Hancock. They'll give it to Kelly off the right side. And he gets around the corner, and he's going to get probably about half of it.
Yeah, he's getting 5 or 6. So good pickup there by Kelly. As initially it didn't look like there was going to be much. He used his speed to get around the corner and picks up 6 on 3rd and 11.
And definitely doable 4th down now, 4th and 5. And we'll see what they do. Obviously not going to punt this deep into Cardinal territory.
Don't be surprised if you see a Bob Sanger special here and possibly a hard count, because an offsides picks you up a free 1st down.
2:32 to go in the first period. West Hancock up to the line of scrimmage. In the gun. Bixel. And Bixel's going to roll right. Puts his shoulder down, and he's not going to get the 1st down. So they'll turn it over on downs. The good news is for West Hancock is it's deep in Cardinal territory where they're going to turn it around. So down around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they run to we're going to see a lot of that this year when we go gun. It is either Brady Bixel or Creighton Kelly lining up back there, and they run to the short side of the field there. And a really good job by that Cardinal defense, just taking good angles and keeping good leverage on the outside, and they force a turnover on downs for the Eagles, and they'll take over at their own 25.
And they'll come out with a 2 double receivers to the right, empty to the left, and it'll be Kroll on a carry, and he'll come left, and he's going to get stopped after a very short gain. Gomez in on the tackle, along with Gunnar Faust. A gain of about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. 1:57 to go. Two receivers right, I formation, and they'll give it to Moritz. And Moritz will go straight ahead, and he's not going to get a lot. Maybe 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 6.
From the stop for the Eagles.
So West Hancock giving up the ground yardage sparingly.
That's always fun. You got to pay attention to the game, doing play-by-play. I get all these text messages, and Red Iceman at the University of Iowa, he's watching, and apparently the second play of the game, I said Cole Kelly instead of Creighton Kelly, so I apologize, Creighton. I've been saying that the whole time.
Well, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen a lot. Kind of like Kane and Kale Zool.
Trips to the left, and this one nearly intercepted. He fired it out to the right.
And that was Creighton Kelly.
Creighton Kelly just about had that one picked, and if he would have, he'd have been gone. So it'll bring out 4th and 6, and the Cardinals will come out and punt once again. Deep for the Eagles will be Creighton Kelly and Bixel.
Yeah, I would like to see Creighton and Brady be a little bit more aggressive trying to field this ball, as they gave up a lot of field position on the last punt. Just got to communicate back there and be confident, go up and catch it, and either fair catch or return it. So
long snap count here. Here's the snap. Kick is off and good, coming near the near sideline. And it's going to be picked up by, first Kelly, and now Bixel just covers it up. Kelly mishandled it.
About the 38-yard line. The numbers are kind of hard to read right now.
It's going to be about the 38. So it'll be 1st and 10, 38-yard line. 44 ticks to go here in the first period. We have no scores as of yet. West Hancock second possession. Each team will have, after this possession, each team will have had the ball for a possession. We'll see what
West Hancock had a 13-play drive to open it up, but came away empty as they were turned over on downs. Biggest play of that first drive was a 13-yard run by Gustavo Gomez and a 17-yard run by Creighton Kelly.
And Gomez is wing to the right, and they're going to give it to Bixel off the left side, right side. He's going to have a gain up over the 40 to about the, let's see, where are we going to be? 42? Not quite the 42-yard line, so it'll be a nice gain of about 3-4 yards on first down. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
And that could be the last play of the quarter. We'll see what Coach Sanger elects to do, as there's 20 seconds on the play clock, 20 seconds on the game, on the play clock, 14 on the, so a little bit of difference. Looks like they're going to let that clock run out here, Kevin, as it's ticking under 7 seconds here. They'll be the end of the first quarter.
So at the end of one, we are no score here. Garner Hayfield 0, West Hancock 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue that Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
Hancock County Health System physical therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
All right, welcome back. And before we get started here, I'm just going to quickly remind you, stop into the Britt Food Center each Friday between 8 and 4:30 during the football season. Sign up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game. If your name is drawn and the Eagles record a quarterback sack in that night's game, you could be the winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. Britt Food Center is a locally owned, proud supporter of West Hancock. So we're going to start the second period off here. No score once again. Garner Hayfield 0, West Hancock 0. West Hancock facing second down and about 6 as they flip the field here.
Got a couple score updates for you, Kevin. Thanks to Chase Iceman. Clear Lake leads Forest City 7-0. Spirit Lake, ranked number 1 in 2A, they are hosting number 3 in 3A, Algona. Spirit Lake leads that one 7-0. St. Ansgar up 7-0 against Osage.
And there's a big one going on in 1A tonight. Grundy Center and Dyke New
Hartford. 1 versus 3, I think.
I believe that's right. And that's at Grundy Center. Last year, that was a 1-point game.
Yep.
Grundy Center's closest game on the way to a 1A championship. So got to keep our eye on that one a little bit also. So Eagles will start here the second period off, 2nd and 6. Looking to score or open up the scoring here in the 2024 football season. They have a full house backfield behind Jump Guard. He goes under center. He's going to give it to Kelly. Kelly kicks it into gear, and he's going to be near the first down marker.
Nice tackle there by number 10, Gage Cones, and Kelly.
It's going to be, 3rd and 2. Kelly took a little bit of a shot there. Excuse me. So it's 3rd down and 2, just underway here in the second period. Wonder brings the play in for West Hancock. Long ways across the field on a warm night. And they'll come out with a single receiver out to the left now, wing to the right. And they're going to give it to Bixel. Bixel sheds tacklers, and he's going to be right near the sticks.
Right at the sticks, and if
it's
he's
going to be 4th in the length of the football.
Going to be short as initially the referee run that signaling 4th down. So Bixel picks up 3. He needed a long 3, and he got a decision here if you're Coach Sanger.
Well, I'm almost 100% certain they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I would think so. 4th, and I think it's even less than.
And he may ask for
a football.
He may ask for a measurement here. We'll see.
I think he was. I don't think he's going to get it though.
So
8 seconds left on the play clock here as Eagles run up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to Kelly. He's got it easily as he takes it into, Bixel. 36 versus 26. I'm going to get that mixed up a lot this year, I'm afraid. But he'll take it into GHV territory for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
8th carry of the game there for Brady Bixel. 8 carries unofficially, 30 yards. Kelly 6 carries for 38 yards. And the Eagles have had to work for everything here early in this one as they're able to reset the chains first down from just inside midfield.
And it'll be a full house backfield once again, and it's going to be Kelly. He bounces off a tackler and gets some positive yards. He was met in the backfield on the other side of the 50 even, and he gets forward and gets about 2 yards out of it.
Yeah, that was about as impressive of a 2-yard gain as you're going to see there for Creighton Kelly.
It's one of those things where you hate to see someone running straight up and down, but if he's got his head down on that one, I don't think he gets out of that tackle. So 2nd and 8, 9:38 to play, second quarter. Wing to the left for Jamp Guard and company, and Jamp Guard back to pass for the first time. Swings it over to Bukema.
What a catch.
And Bukema makes a catch. He's weaving in and out of traffic, and he's going to get positive yards out of it. Not as many, I think, as they hoped, but he's going to get at least 3.
Yeah, gain of about 3 there for Bukema, and that was a whale of a catch because I think if that gets over his outstretched arms, that might be going the other way on the little tight end screen. Great catch there for the senior Zach Bukema, who's coming off of a UCL tear. He tore his UCL in what, the semifinal game, I think it was?
that was, yep.
In the dome, and able to get it surgically repaired. Played baseball this summer, wasn't able to pitch, and now he's back on the football field.
Wing to the left for West Hancock on a counter play with Kelly. And Kelly's got the corner. He's going to get around up over the 40 and be drugged down and out of bounds just beyond the 35-yard line.
Yeah, great job there by Creighton. Just kind of being patient, letting that block set up as it was Zach Bukema, who we talked about the last play, leading the way there on that long counter play, and Kelly moves the sticks on a gain of 11.
Down to the 34-yard line, they were going to call it, so we'll go with that. 1st and 10, West Hancock, 8:39 to play before the halftime break. Eagles will come out, full house backfield. Jump Guard looks things over and goes under center. And he's going to give it to Gomez. Gomez gets out of one tackle and ducks down. He's going to get some positive yards, but not many, maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah, Ben Fox kind of blew up that play. Initially, Gomez able to slip through his tackle in the backfield and get a positive gain there, picks up about a yard.
Ben Fox, the big interior lineman for GHV, and may have gotten a little bit dinged on that one. Hands on his knees. It's hot out there today.
Yeah, it's a warm one. It was a lot nicer kind of mid-afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock. It was, but then it really warmed up around 4 or 5 o'clock and then coming into the game.
So West Hancock will come out of their huddle. Wing to the right with Gomez. And it'll be Kelly straight up the middle. Nice gain.
Kelly, the ball carrier.
Yeah, a little cross-buck action there as Kelly on the inside counter.
And that's going to bring up third and about 3 for West Hancock. 7:30 to go. And the 4-down territory clearly for West Hancock. So got to get 3 yards in two attempts to get 3 yards is what I'm trying to say. It's early in the season. I don't got my lingo going yet. Jump guard will come out, lead him out of the huddle with Gomez wing to the right. And they're going to pitch it to Bixel. Bixel's going left side. We got a penalty, our first penalty flag of the night.
Procedure penalty. Kelly lifted a little bit early there. It almost looked like he was going in motion, but he was going towards the line of scrimmage. I think you're going to see this one back up.
Yeah.
You got a player down for GHV, so we'll get that sorted out along with the penalty. And we may want to take a quick 30-second break, Kevin.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Looks like hopefully it's just a cramp. We're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be back here at GHV. No score.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
All right. Welcome back. Still have a player down, but the official has waved off the flag. So it would be, yeah, they just waved off the flag. So we'll see where the marker will be when we're done here.
So Kevin, other area games tonight. You've got North Butler at Belmont Clemmy. 8-man, you've got St. Ed's at defending champ Garrigan. Forest City's at Clear Lake. Clear Lake was leading that one 7-0 early. Central Springs at Newman Catholic. North Union at Okoboji. St. Ansgar at Osage. That's kind of a traditional week 1 rivalry, kind of like West Hancock and GHV. West Fork is at Clayton Ridge. I believe they're playing that game at Wartburg tonight. AGWSR is at Lake Mills, and then Algona at Spear Lake. Some other big games across the state. As far as ranked teams, you talked about Dyke New Hartford at Grundy Center tonight in Class 1A. That's number 1 at number 3. In 5A, the game of the night is number 2 Valley at number 3 Southeast Polk. But a lot of ranked matchups across all the classes, and that'll remind us to give a little plug for after the game, I believe, at 10 o'clock. If it hasn't changed from last season, but 10 o'clock is when the Radio Iowa scoreboard show will come on, and you'll get scores and highlights from all the Radio Iowa affiliates across the state for an hour from 10 to 11, so you'll get caught up on everything, kind of know who's who and what's what and how week 1 went.
Well, our injured player is Gage Cones. He was able to get up and walk off the field under his own power after a few minutes of resting on the field. And in the meantime, it's 1st and 10 West Hancock, and they'll come out with a full house backfield. And it's going to be Jump guard.
Yeah,
that was a broken play.
I think he went the wrong way. Everybody else went left. He went right. There was no one there to hand it off, and that's going to be a negative play. Loss of about 3 or 4 there.
First one for West Hancock on the night. That'll bring up 2nd down and 13 with 6.5 minutes to go here. Well, West Hancock 4-down territory, and they'll need all 4 of them probably now with the loss on 1st down. And they'll come out in the wing to the right is Gomez. Jump guard will go under center. He's back to pass. He rolls out right. Fires, got a man, and it's Bukema in and out of his hands and incomplete. He had a chance at it, but there was good coverage.
Yeah, good coverage underneath there. Bukema would have had to make another spectacular catch to be able to come up with that one as it falls, thankfully, to the turf and incomplete, and gives West Hancock another chance here on 3rd and 13 from the GHV 25-yard line. 0-0, 6:02 to go here in the first half of week 1. Subject, it looks like, will bring in the play. Jamgard going to leave, so got to believe that you're going to see Bixel play quarterback here from the gun.
So 6 minutes to go before the half, and it will be Bixel in the gun. And we've got
timeout, West Hancock, as the play clock was running out on him, Kevin.
So West Hancock will take the timeout. We'll take him with him. No score here at GHV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with better knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Elevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Britt Food Center. Experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Download the Bright Isle mobile app for digital coupons, recipes, email offers, and smart zone alerts to save even more. Or visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Scott Johnson Drainage, Trolson Auto Parts, Westview Care Center, Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention, and Big Brad's Barbecue. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Third down.
All right, 3rd and long for West Hancock. 6 minutes to play here before halftime break. It's 3rd and 12. They're going to be in the shotgun formation, and it's going to be Bixel running left. Bixel's got a hole. Bixel, he's inside the 10 and down near the, let's see where they mark it.
It's going to be right at the, let's see.
It's hard to see
right
down
at
there.
about the 9.5 yard line, Kevin.
Yeah,
You were right.
It'll be a first down for West Hancock and goal.
Call it a gain of 16 on 3rd and 13. Great job by Brady Bixel. Even better job by his blockers to open up some holes for him. I saw Reagan Johnson pulling out from the right side and Bixel able to pick up a first down.
And they'll be in it again, and it'll be Bixel again. He puts his head down and dives forward, and he's going to be inside the 5, going to be short of the goal line by about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Yeah, tough angle for us right now to
really
see what yard line it is.
Between the shadows,
and
shadows and the yard lines are not extraordinarily
So they're
readable.
saying 4 yard line, Kevin, is where this play will start from. See if they're going to stick with the gun here. Brady Bixel, not really a traditional quarterback.
And it'll be Bixel again, this time off the right side, and he's going to be met in line scrimmage. And they call it dead there. No gain on the play. Well, they're going to actually give him about a yard, half a yard. So it'll be 3rd and goal for West Hancock.
That was Logan Coogee in on the stop for the Cardinals. Coogee moving from a tight end last year to, I believe he's playing offensive line this year for Coach Camrad and company. He's another one of those players that comes back that's got really good experience and always does a good job on the defensive line, does Logan Coogee.
For West Hancock, once again, that same formation. And it'll be Bixel. This time, Bixel's going to be met in the backfield, and that's going nowhere. And one of the interior linemen got through there.
I think that was Parker Stearns that came in.
Yeah, I think it was.
And kind of blew up that play initially, and then a host of Cardinals able to get Bixel down in the backfield as they lose a couple on 3rd down. Going to be 4th and goal now for West Hancock from the 5 yard line as we roll under 4 minutes here in the first half. Again, we are scoreless over here in Garner.
So Bixel stays in at quarterback.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Bixel either put it up or actually give it this time to Creighton Kelly, who's lined up to his right.
And it's going to be Bixel keeping it himself. And he's going to be stopped. Well, or is he? Yeah, stopped short. So they'll turn it over to the Cardinals.
Credit that Cardinal defensive line and those linebackers. They really bowed up on that possession as they gave up a big play on 3rd and 13 when the Eagles went to the gun. And
they got a flag, a late flag.
I think that's going to be after the play.
It was way after the play.
Probably an unsportsmanlike is usually what it is. It's going to be against West Hancock. So then that'll help GHV kind of get out of the shadows of their own end zone as they'll take over from we'll see where they line it up at. But 3:35 to go here.
They're going to drop it
in the first half.
Right on the 20-yard line almost. Yeah, just shy of the 20.
We'll call it the 20. Easier math for me when I'm keeping stats right now.
We'll go with that. So 3.5 minutes to go here. Cardinals turn away the Eagles.
Cardinals and Eagles both with 2 timeouts here as we roll up to the end of the first half.
2 receivers left for GHV, and they're going to give it to Kroll. Kroll's going to get stopped. Very short gain. Yard and a half. We'll give him a yard on that one. 3:20 and counting.
It's been tough sledding in the run game for GHV, and West Hancock's really dominated this game as far as time of possession goes. We'll talk about it at halftime, but the number of plays run by West Hancock to the number of plays run by GHV is lopsided, to say the least. But West Hancock just not able to finish drives and cash in with points. So credit that GHV defense.
So the GHV is going to go with trips to the right now, and back to pass is Gakin. He's flushed out of the pocket and looking, and is nearly intercepted by Bixel.
Looking for Zaroslik here on the near sideline in front of the GHV bench. And
Ray Redland was coming hard.
I thought maybe initially when he kind of broke the pocket, he had a little bit of running room, it looked like, but he was looking downfield at his receiver. Zaroslik thought he might be able to squeeze one in there to him, but thought maybe Gakin had a chance if he wanted to tuck it and run and maybe pick up 5 or 6 at least and set him up with a 3rd and short.
So as it is, it'll be 3rd down and
8.
A long 8 with 2:47 to play. And they'll have 2 receivers to the right, single to the left. Now they'll move Kroll back out there in that triple into the slot. And he'll roll out to his right this time. Gakin, he has his man, and he overthrows him. Incomplete. It was intended out there for, I can't read the number.
Yeah, he had cones open there on the sideline as they motioned out Kroll and just kind of flooded that wide side of the field and sprinted out the quarterback Gakin. A nice play design, nice concept, but just not able to execute there for GHV, and they're going to line up to punt here on 4th and 8 from their own 21-yard line. So West Hancock should get it with good field position. Plenty of time left here in the first half, as they'll get it with probably 2.5 minutes to go and 2 timeouts and potentially inside GHV territory.
So 2:41 to go. And here's the snap, punts away. It's a high end over end.
And you got to field that, boys.
Yeah, they got to field that, and they don't. And they're going to be down in West Hancock territory at about the 43-yard line. So
40, we'll call it 44 here.
Okay.
Almost right down the line. So West Hancock got 2 timeouts, 2:32 on the game clock. So plenty of time, don't really need to be in much of a rush, but again, you want to stay ahead of the chains, and first down is always huge for West Hancock. If you can at least pick up 3 or 4, then it opens up the entire playbook for you. Jamgard looks like he's going to come in back at quarterback, so you'll see West Hancock in their traditional formation.
They'll break the huddle with Kelly wing to the right. Jamgard goes under center. Jamgard back to pass. And then he flings it out there to Bixel. Bixel got some room to run on the far side. He's going to have a first down. And then he's going to be dropped rather abruptly in Gardner-Hayfield Ventura territory at the 44. So we're going to go 44 to 44, Jay.
Yeah, great play call on first down there for Coach Eisman and company. A nice little fullback screen and pick up 12 on first down and move the chains.
And they will come out wing to the right now and have it. And Creighton Kelly is 8 up back at 49-yard line.
That was Moritz blitzing in from his defensive position and making a TFL, tackle for loss. Kelly loses about 4 to 5 yards there on first down.
And Jacoby Subject was in, and he's in now again in the backfield for West Hancock. Wing to the right.
That's Subject there.
And it will be Subject carrying the ball, and he's going to spin and spin and spin some more.
Just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage. So a minute and 26 to go in the half. And it'll be 3rd down and about 14 for West Hancock.
Yeah, so the Eagles pick up 12 or so on first down on the nice screen play from Jamgard to Bixel, and then kind of been going backwards here these last few plays, 3rd and long, and now you're kind of letting this clock run because if you don't pick this up, you don't want to give GHV the ball back and have something crazy happen before the half. As Faust will line up wide out here to the near side.
Jamgard will roll out to his right. He fires one out there, and it's complete to Caton Kelly, and he'll have first down. No, sorry, I looked at the wrong marker. He will not have a first down. He will bring up.
Going to pick up about 10, so it'll be about 4th and
5. Yep, 4th and 6. They're going to give him the 41-yard line of GHV, so they'll need to get down to just inside the 35. So it's going to be a 6-yard gain they're going to need here on 4th down.
Jamgard effective on that one. I was a little nervous because that ball was in the air for a long time.
Man.
But Kelly did a good job of plucking it out of the air and getting upfield, and now the Eagles got a chance here with it being 4th and 6. 44 seconds to go for West Hancock.
So wing to the right is Jacoby Subject, and we're going to have a offside, I believe, here on Garner Hayfield. That'll give him a 5-yard penalty. That'll make it a little bit less.
Make it 4th and a long one, it looks like.
Looks like it. So now it's doable.
I think 2nd penalty of the first half.
I believe that's right.
Accepted penalty of the first half. So been a nicely played game from a penalty standpoint by both teams here in this first half. Sometimes you see a flag fest in week 1 and week 2.
So West Hancock comes up to the line of scrimmage. Jacoby Subject, wing to the right, off balance to the left. They give it to Bixel, and I don't think he got it, Jay.
No, he did not. As it was number 56, Zach Toe, in there initially from his defensive tackle position, making the stop. And then again, great job by the Cardinals rallying to the football. It's kind of been the theme there for them defensively. One guy making the initial play, and then a good job of getting 8, 9, 10 guys rallying to the football to help finish it. The Cardinals will take over from their own 36-yard line as they turn over West Hancock on downs yet again.
So 1st and 10 for the Cards. They've got 40 seconds to deal with here before the halftime break, and they have a single receiver out wide right, I formation. They're going to give it to Kroll. And Kroll's going to take it up over the 40.
Yeah, that was a good time. Good job that time by Kroll to break through that initial tackle as Zach Bukema fired in from his linebacker position. Got a piece of Kroll, but Kroll able to use those wrestling feet and keep his balance, pick up a nice gain on first down.
So 15 seconds to go here.
Looks like they are going to be happy to take this one to halftime. West Hancock will receive the opening kick of the second half as they won the toss to start the game deferred. So they'll receive the opening kick to start the second half, Kevin, and we're in a tight one.
You bet we are here. No score at halftime. West Hancock Eagles, Garner Hayfield Cardinals, all knotted up at 0 going into the half. We'll be back here in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes for the McNeese Tire halftime show. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Power up your toolbox. Make lawn care, painting, and outdoor building projects quick and easy, or transform your backyard into a chilling, grilling space. Swenson's Hardware and Brit is ready to help you do it best. Shop in store or online 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Free fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Brit, serving Eagle fans for over 40 years.
Score big with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gig plus local support 24/7 to keep streaming your Eagles. COM1, the local one serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HDTV. Click com1net.net today.
McNeese Tire and Automotive has been serving your ag and vehicle needs for over 25 years with everything from tires to complete engine repair and all the parts you need to keep you rolling. Whether you drive an automobile, semi, or farm equipment, big or small, we do it all with 24-hour on-the-farm and roadside service calls. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck thanks you for your support, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings,
prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu for casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Hi, I'm Dave Frostek, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
McNeese Tire and Automotive has been serving your ag and vehicle needs for over 25 years with everything from tires to complete engine repair and all the parts you need to keep you rolling. Whether you drive an automobile, semi, or farm equipment, big or small, we do it all with 24-hour on-the-farm and roadside service calls. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. McNeese Tire is your go-to for vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tires, parts, and service. They provide 24/7 roadside service. McNeese Tire is located a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Give them a call at 641-843-3536. Visit them on Facebook or call them. Check them out online at McNeeseTire.com. So we are scoreless here at halftime. And this hasn't probably happened for quite a while. I can remember, I don't know if I can remember a game in recent years where it's been scoreless at halftime.
Well, Dan Kroll just sent a message to us, and he's the stat guy. So 2018 GHV game was also 0-0 at the half. We lost that game 7-0 in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Only 271 yards of total offense combined in that football game.
I
so
vaguely remember that.
we're in another slugfest here as you don't have a score summary to give in the first half. So I'll give you some stats.
All right,
the
let's
stat
do
of
that.
the game right now is plays from scrimmage. West Hancock's run 35 plays from scrimmage. GHV's just run 13 plays from scrimmage. So really, typically if it's unbalanced like that and you've dominated the plays run from scrimmage and you haven't punted, typically in a game like that, if you gave me the stats, you'd be up double digits, 10 to 14 points. But GHV, got to give them credit, able to bow up defensively, and they've turned the Eagles over on downs 4 different times, I believe. For GHV, again, just 13 total plays running that first half. Kroll, 5 carries, 7 yards. Moritz, 3 carries for 10 yards, and Gakin is 1 of 5 through the air for 8 yards. That catch was his first pass of the game to Nick Zaroslik. That was a gain of 8 on their first possession of the game. For West Hancock, leading the way was Brady Bixel and Creighton Kelly. Brady Bixel, 15 carries, 58 yards. Creighton Kelly, 10 carries, 53 yards. Subject had 1 carry for 0 yards. Gomez had 3 carries for 19 yards. And Jamgard, the quarterback, 2 carries, -3 yards. Jamgard has found some success through the air, 3 of 4, 24 yards through the air for the Eagle quarterback. Zach Bukema, 1 catch for 3 yards. Cole Kelly, a catch for 9 yards, and Brady Bixel, a catch for 10 yards. But it's kind of been, West Hancock getting some good drives going. Never any 3 and outs or anything like that. But we always talked about for West Hancock, if they can stay ahead of the chains and how important first down is, that's kind of the key to their offensive success. And they've run into some first down bugaboos, whether they're negative plays or really they only had 1 penalty, and that was a dead ball penalty after a change of possession. But it's been just a couple negative plays, and a lot of times, though, you got to give credit to the other side as GHV doing a good job defensively of firing some linebackers and really bringing a heavy run blitz and blowing some things up in the backfield to kind of get the Eagles off schedule. And again, it's a new offensive line. It is every year. You got some experience and some new guys back there. So, I have no doubt in my mind that those coaches will come up with a great plan at halftime and make some adjustments, get some things figured out, and finish those drives with points.
And we've always said halftime adjustments have been big over the years, especially with Coach Singer. Bob was the guru at it,
and Bob and Mark they'd be the first ones to tell you it's not just them making the adjustments.
Right.
This whole staff has been together for so long, and they all came 99% of them came through the West Hancock program. So they've seen everything defensively that teams are going to throw at them, and they know what the counters are. It's just a matter of getting that communicated effectively to the players, where the players can understand, okay, this is what the coaches are seeing, this is what we need to do, this is maybe the first step we need to take in this blocking angle or that. And a lot of times it's the littlest of things coming off the ball as an offensive lineman, and the angles that you're taking, and that opens up a whole plethora of things you can do offensively. So yeah, again, I have no doubt that we will make some nice adjustments, but I want to make sure we do credit that Garner defense.
Absolutely.
They've done a great job thus far in this football game.
And that is evident in our score as we are all knotted up at 0 here. With about 8 minutes to go before we resume action here. We're going to take another couple-minute break here. We come back, we'll get you updated on all the scores that are around, and we'll run through those rankings again and get you up to date on those too. Once again, this is West Hancock football on B103.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt proudly supports West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, and many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com, give us a call, or stop in and let us earn your business. Go Eagles!
McNeese Tire and Automotive has been serving your ag and vehicle needs for over 25 years, with everything from tires to complete engine repair and all the parts you need to keep you rolling. Whether you drive an automobile, semi, or farm equipment, big or small, we do it all with 24-hour on-the-farm and roadside service calls. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles!
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today. Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Bachman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Bachman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg and knock a lid at the Britt Bar and Grill. Downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Instep Flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and rigid vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose Instep Flooring in Kanawha.
McNeese Tire and Automotive has been serving your ag and vehicle needs for over 25 years with everything from tires to complete engine repair and all the parts you need to keep you rolling. Whether you drive an automobile, semi, or farm equipment, big or small, we do it all with 24-hour on-the-farm and roadside service calls. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
I'll tell you what, folks, Mel nails it down at the studio all the time because he is exactly right. We haven't seen nothing yet because there's no score in this game.
We really haven't seen much. We've seen a lot of good play, but we have not seen...
We have no score here, but Jay does have some scores for us.
There are other teams that are actually putting points on the scoreboard across the state. A lot of big games here in week one with ranked teams. We'll get you some area scores that we can, and then some other bigger games across the state. North Butler at Belmont Clemmy tonight. They are tied up 0-0 in the first half. Belmont Clemmy brings back just about everybody from last year, as they were a really young team. Had a lot of freshmen playing varsity football last year. Clear Lake, number 2 in 3A. They lead Forest City 14-0 in the first half. St. Ansgar leads 14-7 at Osage. Lake Mills is up by a touchdown on AGWSR. AGWSR is Ackley, Geneva,
Wellsburg,
Steamboat Rock. Steamboat Rock. Wellsburg's the one I always forget. Down from your old neck of the woods,
yes,
right?
Sir. The rival.
Algona 7-7. Algona at Spirit Lake. Algona ranked number 3 in the preseason poll in 3A. Spirit Lake ranked number 1 in 2A. So another big ranked game between two different classes. Dike New Hartford and Grundy Center. That's number 1 Dike New Hartford at number 3 Grundy Center. That one is tied up 7-7. Marshalltown leads Mason City 7-6, and some other big school scores, important games around the area. One that I was interested in is City High out of Iowa City. They are at Joliet Catholic, a suburb of Chicago. I grew up in Illinois. Joliet Catholic is the premier program of the big schools. There was one time they ran off, I think, 8 straight championships.
Wow.
Then had, I think, Big Ten players every year coming through that school. So City High going over to Joliet Catholic tonight, and they trail 22-6. The other big game in 5A tonight, West Des Moines Valley at Southeast Polk, and we do not have a score there for that one. And we got college football kicks off tomorrow.
Yes,
Hawkeyes.
sir.
I'll be down there as the Hawkeyes host the Redbirds from Illinois State. Got some college friends coming back that are Illinois State grads, the other ISU. And then Iowa State hosts North Dakota, I believe. Not North Dakota State, who almost beat Colorado last night. So both Iowa and Iowa State, I think, should win relatively easily tomorrow. And then, of course, the big Cyhawk battle is next week, a week from tomorrow in Iowa City, as it will probably be a top 25 matchup by the time the new polls come out, I think, because Iowa State's going to have a really good team this year, and Iowa's going to have a really good defense, and hopefully they got a if we can at least get a mediocre offense, we'll be all right, Kevin.
Got a couple of them West Hancock coaches going to strap on a helmet and a jersey tomorrow, as they're going to do
Brady Wilson and
Ryan Johnson
both going to play in that alumni game.
Yeah. So
I talked to Brady. I told him, you better hope your disability policy is up and running there.
Yeah, it becomes better from you than it did his dad, because I tried that too. And
that's a risk, I think, when you get to a certain age. But Brady's not. He's quite a bit younger than me. When you're 42, no way.
Yeah, I hear you. So we're going to take a quick break here at the. When we come back, we will be ready for the second half. We've been listening to West Hancock football and the McNeese Tire halftime show on B103.
Brit Seed Company doesn't just sell corn and soybean seed. You can trust Brit Seed to understand your fields and place channel, corn, and soybean products that perform. With the new Smart Stacks Pro and XtendFlex technologies, you can be confident that you're getting the superior pest control and weed management you want, high yield potential you need, and the most of every season. Ask Al or Rick Burgart or Dave Lampy for recommendations for your fields. Call Brit Seed Company today.
McNeese Tire and Automotive has been serving your ag and vehicle needs for over 25 years with everything from tires to complete engine repair and all the parts you need to keep you rolling. Whether you drive an automobile, semi, or farm equipment, big or small, we do it all with 24-hour on-the-farm and roadside service calls. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
All right, well, welcome back. As we conclude the McNeese Tire halftime show, I want to remind you, McNeese Tire is your go-to for vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tires, parts, and service. They provide 24/7 roadside service. McNeese Tire is located 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. Give them a call at 641-843-3536. Visit them on Facebook or check them out online at McNeeseTire.com. West Hancock will receive the second half kickoff here to begin. And Jay, we talked about those halftime adjustments. If you put yourself in each locker room right now, what do you think I think, I know for sure that Coach Camrad is feeling really good about this.
He's got to be thrilled defensively. They've really struggled offensively to find anything going. I like some of their play designs, especially in the pass game. They just haven't been able to fully execute it in that pass game. They had some guys open, like on that last pass where they flooded the far side of the field. They had 2 or 3 guys open in the flats, just not able to come up with the completion there. But for Coach Camrad, I know he wants to run the ball. There hasn't been a lot going on, but he has to be thrilled with what his team is doing defensively. And sometimes, if you give great effort defensively and you're the heavy underdog coming in against defending state champs, sometimes you keep playing great defense. Something, ball bounces your way, you get rewarded. And for West Hancock, I think it's just a couple key, quick little adjustments offensively, especially on that offensive line, not letting guys cross your face, on 4th and 1, that are lined up right across from you, that sort of thing, just getting a piece of guys. And I think you might see a big play or two just based on the adjustments that West Hancock makes in that run game.
And our second half kickoff is going to roll into the end zone, and West Hancock will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Whoop, stepped on my cord and tried to stand
Sorry
up.
about that.
Ripped. No, I did it, not you. And about ripped the headset right off my head.
Well, at least you didn't fall off your stool this time.
There you go. Had to bring that up, didn't you?
It's only happened once.
Never again.
But it was awesome.
It was kind of funny. All right, 1st and 10 for West Hancock. Jump guard leads them out of the huddle. And he'll have a full house backfield. And he'll give it to Bixel. And Bixel's going to go off the left side, gain of about 4 yards up to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Again, we're just underway here in the second half. No score, West Hancock and Garner Hayfield Ventura. Last time that happened, according to our stat guru, Dan Kroll, 2018. A game that West Hancock lost in overtime.
It was 0-0 at the end of regulation.
Right, yeah.
And I think it might have been Connor Shaw that was the running back for,
I believe you're right,
GHV.
That
went on to have a big year. And I don't remember if GHV, if that was their last year they made the playoffs or not. I'm sure Dan can look that up. And they're telling the press box that changed the clock back to 11:35 here.
All right. And they'll wind the clock and we'll get underway here. So it's going to be 2nd down and a short 6 for West Hancock. They'll come out wing to the left. It'll be Gomez off the left side. Gomez has 1st down yardage and he's in a big scrum and just keeps him rolling. And Gomez takes it out near the 40-yard line. We'll see where he's at.
Yeah, going to be a gain.
West Hancock got a steam train going there.
Gain of about 13 there as Gomez had a head of steam. Picks up a nice gain on 2nd down.
And they've not moved the chains yet. Oh, we got a penalty out there. We're going to add a face mask onto it, Jay.
Okay. So big play becomes a really big play.
And that'll move the ball into GHV territory.
Becomes a 28-yard gain basically after the penalty.
Yeah, 47-yard line. So West Hancock, long ways to
One thing
run.
I want to see West Hancock do is, you know, when they get in that rhythm and they're getting in and out of the huddles quickly and the play calls are coming in quickly. We really didn't see that rhythm in the first half. Would like to see that here in the second half.
Wing to the left now for West Hancock. They give it to Gomez once again. Gomez has the corner and gets it upfield to about the 42, 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 6.
Go ahead,
Jake.
I was going to say, that was one of the question marks coming into the season. You knew that Bixel and Kelly were going to gain a lot of yards and get a lot of touches, but could West Hancock find a 3rd ball carrier to be effective? And Gustavo Gomez doing a good job here thus far. 5 carries, 37 yards.
Full house backfield for Jump Guard and Company. He looks things over. Here's the snap. Give us to Bixel straight ahead. And he's going to be near 1st down yardage. He's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1. 10 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Eagles. And a nice drive going here.
Nice job staying ahead of the chains for West Hancock. 3rd and short here for Jam Garden Company.
Gomez wing to the right. And it's going to be Bixel, left side. And he's got 1st down yardage. Puts his head down. Drives in behind those linemen and gets the 1st down.
18th carry of the game there for number 26, senior Brady Bixel, who made the game-winning catch.
Yes, sir.
Against Woodbury Central in the state championship game.
So we're on the 34-yard line of the Cardinals. Gomez to the right. Jump Guard will give it to Kelly. Off the right side, hesitates and then puts his shoulder pads down and gets down inside the 25. They're going to mark it right on the 25 the way it looks. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for West Hancock.
First carry of the second half there for Creighton Kelly, 11th carry of the ball game. 62 yards on 11 carries for the senior halfback, Creighton Kelly, who we will also be calling Cole Kelly many times throughout the year. Just going to get that out there right now. We already did that after the second play.
Here's a wing each way now for West Hancock. Bixel alone in the backfield, and it'll be Bixel. He's got the first down yardage.
Yeah, I think that was Dominic Holder who initially got his hands on Bixel in the backfield. Bixel able to wiggle his way through that and pick up an Eagle first down. The Eagles got a really, really nice drive rolling here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 22-yard line.
8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. West Hancock's first possession in the second half. They took the opening kickoff. Gomez will be wing to the right. Jamgard goes under center. Pitches it to Bixel. Bixel is tripped up.
Yeah, good job on the outside there. Can't see the numbers out there, but a great job by those Cardinal defenders keeping leverage and shutting the door on the outside there as Bixel wanted to kind of get it out on the perimeter and use some of his all-state track speed. Not able to do that there on first down.
So we got second down and about 8 for West Hancock. 7:50 to play now. Full house backfield. And it'll be Gomez once again, left side. He's got first down yardage. He's going to take it down to about the 10. Actually going to mark it about the 11, I believe. Nope, they'll be right at the 10. Yep.
So a gain of 10 for Gomez.
7.5 minutes to go. Nice drive as West Hancock has taken the second half opening kickoff, marched right down the field, aided by one face mask penalty.
Just got to finish the drive here.
And they'll have wing to the left. And it'll be Gomez once again, big hole. Gomez is going to take it. He's down inside the 5. So second and about 4 to go. Just under 7 minutes to go.
Gomez only had 3 carries in the first half, Kevin. He's already got 4 on this, 4 carries on the first drive here of the second half, and he's went for 13, 5, 10, and 5. Good average there for the junior halfback, Gustavo Gomez.
Jamgard looks things over. Gomez is wing to the right this time. Jamgard's going to give it to Bixel. And Bixel will take it down. No, let's see, about a...
They can get a first down without scoring here, so it's going to be third and about a yard, it looks like.
Looks like it. So 2 downs. And it's going to hit... Boy, I tell you, it's a pretty slim margin between the touchdown and the first down.
I think it's like a half yard. Hard to tell.
So a full house backfield. Jamgard leads him to the line of scrimmage, goes under center. Gives it to Bixel, left side, and he's in for the touchdown. Brady Bixel on a 2-yard run, or we'll call it 1-yard run. 5:54 to go in the third period.
First touchdown of the year. If you had Brady Bixel on your board, you are a winner. As the senior fullback, number 26, Brady Bixel. He had the last touchdown of the year for West Hancock last year in the state title game, and the first one of the 2024 season, and we'll see what West Hancock elects to do here on the point after attempt. I believe they're going to be going for 2 for the most part this year. Yep, looks like Jamgard gets the play call from Coach Eisman, running back into the huddle, and he's going to have to hurry because there's 8 seconds on the play clock right now, and they're not going to get this play off. They're going to have a timeout, West Hancock.
So take the timeout with them. With 5:54 to go, West Hancock scores first, leads this one 6-0. This West Hancock football on B103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite model powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Count on First State Bank of Britt and Woden to put your community first. We partner with your clubs, we cheer with you at the games, we make decisions right at home to help keep you financially strong. And with advanced online and mobile options, banking has never been easier. Good luck, Eagles, from First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back here in Garner. West Hancock strikes first, leading 6-0, pending the 2-point conversion here. 5:54 to go in the third period. And they'll come out of the huddle with 2 receivers to the left. Bixel in the shotgun formation. And they're going to give it to Kelly. And Kelly's in for the 2-point conversion. West Hancock leads this one 8-0 with 5:54 to play in the third period. This is West Hancock football on B103.
So here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save money. State Farm agent Jay Hiscox is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Britt. Call Taylor Lindsay today at 641-843-3563. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
KC Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona.
They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, KC Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right.
Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue like Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
All right, welcome back. 5:54 to play. West Hancock strikes first, gets the 2-point conversion, leads this one now 8-0 over the GHV Cardinals. Zach Bukema set to kick off for West Hancock. And deep for the Cardinals, I believe, are Cones and Crawl.
You would be correct.
And this one's going to be kicked and taken at about the 15-yard line by Cones.
Oh, no, it's a different one. That's, who was that?
Is that not Cones?
Thought I saw 20-something.
Yeah, I think you're right there, but I'm...
We'll see, he's running towards us now. It was that one right there. What is that number?
It's 20.
20.
I think it's 20.
Zane Black?
We'll go with that.
Just go with it, Kevin.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for GHB. 5:49 to play from their own 32-yard line. Single receiver left, I formation. It'll be Crawl with a carry. He tries to get to the outside, and he gets a few yards, and he's brought down out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it.
That was the most running room that Lucas Crawl has seen tonight as far as green grass is concerned.
He got 4 yards on it, so it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Going back to halftime, we talked about coaches making adjustments, and we trusted that the coaches would do that. And I'm not going to claim to know what kind of adjustments that they made, but that was a very impressive West Hancock drive, a much more methodical, staying ahead of the chains, good tempo in and out of huddles, and it finishes with a score by Brady Bixel.
Single receiver to the left again. This time it'll be Moritz. And he'll take it up over the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 for the Cards.
And Cardinals made some adjustments in their run game, it looks like, as those were probably the 2 most positive plays in a row they've had running the ball. Going to be 3rd and short here for Lane Gakin and company, as we got where number 3 there, Kevin. Carter Datema brings in the play to quarterback Lane Gakin.
And we'll have 2 receivers coming to the near sideline. Now a 3rd one will join him. We'll have just Moritz left in the backfield, and he'll carry it, and he'll have the 1st down just up to the 44-yard line.
Kind of an old school rugby scrum there,
Yeah.
Kevin, as Moritz able to move the sticks and keep the drive alive for GHB.
Looks like we got a cramp out there, one of the Eagles. So we're going to have a little short break here for the officials, and we'll see. No, we're going to get him up.
Get him up. That's Lutke.
Yeah, Luke, he's running off.
The
officials
referees were telling them to come get a drink, and now they're telling them to run back out as Ludke comes off. Eagles need a defensive lineman, though, because you never want to play with a 10-man defense. Carson Bruins, it looks like, is going to run out there and play defensive end here for West Hancock.
Now we'll see a single receiver out wide to the right for GHV. I formation once again. And it'll be Kroll. And Kroll's got some room to run as he takes it up to the midfield stripe and just over. They'll mark it at the 49.5 into West Hancock territory. And another nice run on first down for the Cardinals to bring up second down and 5.
Yeah, credit both coaching staffs here. They've both made nice adjustments initially here. Both teams finding better success in that run game. And you know, Coach Camrad, he wants to run the football with his fullback and his running back, Lucas Kroll, doing a good job thus far here on the opening drive of the second half.
And now two receivers to the near sideline again for the Cardinals. I formation.
Eagles going to bring a run blitz here.
And it's going to be Kroll, right side. He's got some room to run, and he's going to have first down yardage. Down inside the 45 to about the 44. So GHV able to move the ball on their first possession of the second half also.
You're good. Yeah, Eagles bring a run blitz there and blitz the wrong gap there, and Kroll again able to find some success running more between the tackles than he did in the first half. Kroll coming out, going to take a quick break, get rehydrated, and we'll see who the back will be here for GHV, Kevin.
It's I formation. And it's going to be Kroll.
That's Black.
That's Black, yeah. And he's going to get out at the 41-yard line. A late flag, yeah. I'm guessing that's going to come back, maybe.
Hold.
Yeah.
A lot of times when guys are trying to get to the perimeter, you'll see a offensive lineman do all they can to get a piece of somebody, and there's a hold there on the outside.
So, and that could, you hate to see that because that's a drive killer. If you get first down, and that's marked from
the spot, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So that was right, really basically at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 1st and 20. Takes you out of West Hancock territory.
Yeah, back to the 46-yard line of GHV. It'll still be first down. But a significant distance to go. So the Cardinals will conjure up a play here. Coach Camrad sends a single receiver out wide to the right.
Black is still in the backfield, Kevin.
And there'll be an I formation, and they'll give it to Black. And he is going to be taking it up to and just over the midfield stripe into West Hancock territory once again. It'll be second down and 15.
Kroll going to come back into the game now for GHV after a quick break, and they'll run a few other guys in and out. Looks like they're going to have a
Big Ben Fox
different offensive lineman in there.
Single receiver left, I formation. And back to pass is Gakin. And this one's, he's got a man, and I think
he might have made that catch. He did. Great catch there.
Oh yeah, that was a great catch. Right
that
on
was
the West
Cones,
Hancock
I believe,
sideline.
on the catch.
Couldn't really tell here, if
gain of about
he caught it
13
at all,
on
so.
second and long. Going to bring up a
third and about
3rd
5.
and 6. I think that was Cones on the reception.
I think it was, yep.
Great catch there by number 10, Cones.
Third and about 4 for the Cardinals.
Trips to the right, straight ahead is Kroll, I believe, and it's going to get stopped.
Hard to tell who that was there.
Well short of the first, I think, anyway.
Moritz up the middle.
It's Moritz, okay.
I don't know. That wasn't Moritz.
Yeah, I don't think it was either.
Picks up about
So it's 4th down and about 3 for the Cardinals. It'll be 4th down territory for them as they run a play in. We'll see what they do. They have a single receiver split out wide to the right.
Watch out for the hard count here if you're West Hancock.
And a fumbled snap. And the fumble snap actually plays into their hands.
Who's going to go?
Touchdown, touchdown.
It's going to be out of bounds, it looks like, at the 3-yard line. As fumbled snap, broken play.
Oh, now they're going to say
they
touchdown.
are saying touchdown.
So Lane Gakin takes it in on a broken play with 1 minute to play.
No, hold on. They're saying it was not a touchdown, Kevin.
I don't think so either.
came up too short of the score.
So it'll be 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal for GHV. An I formation, single receiver right, Gakin under center. And he'll give it to Kroll.
Now he's in.
And now he's in. A Kroll on a 3-yard run.
So the key play there for GHV is the broken play as Gakin fumbles the snap, able to pick it up and make a play, a gain of about 36 to get it down inside the 5-yard line. Then Lucas Kroll cashes in, and let's credit both these coaching staffs have made a great adjustments in their run blocking schemes as they both have found success on their first drives of the second half. We'll see if GHV can tie this one up with the 2-point attempt or if they will elect to kick it. I got to believe in a tight game like this, you're going to go for the tie.
We may not see another score here. These two defenses have not figured out the halftime adjustments. And they're going to be a timeout taken by GHV. We'll take the timeout with them, pending the two-point conversion to tie this one up. This is West Hancock football on B103.
This is Mike Ewing. For more than 40 years, my family and our staff at Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company have been caring for your families with personalized services as unique as the lives each of us live. Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, Dow's, and all the surrounding communities for generations and generations to come.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. 54 ticks to go here in the third quarter. And GHV takes it in from 3 yards out, Lucas Kroll. And now it'll be a 2-point conversion attempt by the Cardinals. Well, we believe a 2-point conversion attempt to tie this one up.
I can't see worth a darn here, Kevin. So it's all you, buddy.
All right, I got it. So it's I formation, single receiver to the right. Gakin under center. He's going to turn. He's going to keep it himself, roll out, and try to get to the corner. And it's going to be coming back. There's going to be a holding penalty.
And the thing of it is,
he does
Kevin,
get in.
I don't think he needed to make that hold. That green grass ahead of him, he was probably going to convert that, even if his player doesn't even make a block. But a lot of times those offensive linemen, they're trying to do all they can for the ball carrier. We're going to have a timeout on the field, as I believe we got another one cramping up here on this hot, muggy night. So
the holding penalty will back him up.
And that could be a potential huge play in this game. Anytime we've been in a lot of tight games in playoffs, and how many times does it come down to conversions on extra points, whether you're kicking them or going for 2. So West Hancock gets a break there, and GHV will try to come up with the right play call here from 12 yards out now, I believe. Kind of a free timeout, though. Hopefully the guy's not injured too severely and it's just cramps and he's able to get back in there. But Coach Camrad and company able to use this time to come up with what they hope is the right play call.
So they'll back him up, and actually it looks like it's closer to
13, 14? Yeah, because it was a spot foul, right?
Yeah. So a big play coming up here. for the Cardinals. 13 yards away from tying this game up at 8 all. And they send a single receiver each way, I formation, Gaken under center. He's going to roll out to his right. He's looking. And now he's going to fire over the middle. And this one is complete. The two-point conversion is complete. I'm not sure who caught it.
Well, get it. That was Zaroslik, Nick Zaroslik, number 11.
He was in between about 3 West Hancock defenders.
Gaken able to do a good job of kind of buying himself some time as his initial receiver wasn't open on the far side corner, and then Zaroslik kind of worked his way back on the backside of the play. In the middle of the end zone, Gaken again bought himself enough time and then put a bullet out there to Zaroslik, and we are tied up at 8 here with 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. GHV going to kick it off. We are in a tight one, Kevin.
We are in a tight one. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the fourth quarter here at Garner Hayfield, all tied up at 8.
Garner Dental Group provides orthodontics for all ages. Dr. Amy and Dr. Bree use the latest technology with Invisalign. Dental monitoring allows patients to scan weekly with their phone from the comfort of their home. This allows consistent monitoring and communication with the doctor while also reducing physical trips into the office. We want to see your smile. Visit GarnerDental.com today.
You got to finish.
All right, welcome back. Set to kick off for the Cardinals is Black. He hits a line drive, and it's going to be taken by Bixel about the 5-yard line. He's up over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and dropped down at about the 28-yard line. And Garner Hayfield got some new life in him, and Coach Kemrat is very upset about something. He's all over the official. And got to be careful there.
Well, both teams come out of halftime scoreless. Halftime we're scoreless. Both teams not able to do much offensively. In West Hancock's case, not able to finish drives. And then both these teams come out in the second half and just march right down each other's throat and score and convert the two-point conversion. We're tied up. 47 seconds to go here in the third quarter. West Hancock with their second possession of the second half.
They'll come out wing to the left. Champ guard will give it to Gomez. And Gomez, he is just squeaking through there, and he takes it up near the 39-yard line, we're going to call it. A nice gain on first down to get another first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for West Hancock.
Gomez, kind of a slasher in his running style, and that time he runs into a blocker, and I think if he doesn't run into one of his own blockers, he might be still running right now.
Well, he's faster than that, Jay. Come on. Wing to the left is Kelly. It's going to be Bixel.
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly, excuse me. Kelly's got the corner. He has another first down for West Hancock.
Kelly's good job, and the Eagles have found something on this left side of their offensive line. Kelly picks up 11, goes out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, right at the midfield stripe, excuse me. We have 18 seconds to go here in the...
Great balance by West Hancock as far as their leading rushers. Bixel 82 yards, Kelly 73, and Gomez 62 yards.
Eagles will come out wing to the left, and it'll be Bixel once again. Bixel's going to have a short gain on this one compared to the last two. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's going to be the quarter as well, Kevin.
And that will be the quarter as we'll flip the field once again. And when we come back, all tied up here, Garner Hayfield, Ventura 8, West Hancock 8. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Forge and Build is Britt's one-stop shop for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Not sure what you're looking for? Let their trained professionals help you determine what lumber, tools, or hardware you'll need to get any job done. Stop by and see them at 1st Avenue Northeast in Britt, or visit them at forgeandbuild.com.
Hancock County Health System physical therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
All right, welcome back. We're starting the fourth and final period here. Garner, Hayfield, Ventura, and West Hancock all knotted up at 8. West Hancock facing a second down and 8 in GHV territory at the 48-yard line. And we got whistles.
Whistle,
What are we
whistle,
doing here?
whistle.
What do we
Well,
got?
that'll give me time to adjust the
we're looking at
live
the play
stream
clock.
here.
Yeah,
We'll move it
okay.
to the fourth quarter, Kevin.
All right. All right, so play clock is going to start at 13, I guess. And West Hancock quickly up to the line of scrimmage, wing to the right. It's going to be Kelly. Kelly's got the corner, and he's going to get brought down after a short gain off the right side. He was just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll be third down for West Hancock.
Early potential upset tonight, Kevin. Not Woodbury. Woodward Granger leads number 2 Madrid. Got a couple different reports, but I'm going to go with 21-7 is what I've heard. Woodward Granger up on Madrid. Madrid number 2 in the Radio Iowa poll.
So West Hancock comes to the line of scrimmage, wing to the right, and it's going to be Kelly straight ahead.
That might be, is that Kelly?
They're going to call the ball. They're going to say he was down.
That was Bix, actually.
Okay, it was Bix.
Yeah,
Yep.
26 and 36 are hard. We need to get some window washers up in here, too.
Yeah. We've got a window that I've struggled to see through all night
It's
long.
glazed over. So fourth and long 4, Kevin? Is
That's
that
what
we're
I'm going
calling
to
it?
say. Yep, 4th and 4, 10:50 to play, fourth period, all knotted up at 8. And West
Eagles
Hancock
gonna line
are
up
going
to punt.
Buchema back to do the honors. Low snap, Bix picks it up. And, Buchema, excuse me. And it's going to go into the end zone.
That was a great job by Zach Buchema there to field that. I know he's a great baseball player and able to field that short hop there. And keep an eye on some of these players that have played both ways tonight, because I'm seeing like Buchema, watch him how he's walking and kind of stretching out.
Yeah.
On a hot, muggy night, you got a lot of players for West Hancock that play both offense and defense. So want to try to keep those fresh legs, and sometimes that can impact a tight football game like this. First punt of the night there for West Hancock. What do we got going on here?
I don't know. We're tea and trinkets?
That's first game for everybody.
All right. We're going to go with that.
Team, players, coaches, and officials.
10.5 minutes to go. GHV
And
breaks
us.
the huddle. Single receiver to the left. I formation in the backfield. And it'll be Kroll. A nice stiff arm, and he's driven out of bounds about the 25, 26-yard line.
Yeah, Kroll doing a nice job of bouncing that to the outside. You called it, using that stiff arm and picking up 5 or 6 on first down. Referees are saying my time here.
Alex think Kroll has stayed down on the ground, I believe.
Oh, yep, he's cramping up there, moving him here into the long jump pit. Got both legs stretching him out here. Now just one, the right side.
It's a warm, humid night here.
And again, both teams have done a great job offensively, making adjustments to give them some more running room here in this one.
Single receiver to the right now for the Cardinals. I formation. And they're going to pitch it out there. Black. And he's
Great
gonna
tackle there.
yeah,
Brady Bixel coming in from his linebacker spot, drops Black right as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Actually, give him a yard.
Give him a yard. He fell forward, yep.
3rd down and 2 with 10 minutes to go here. And we are all knotted up.
Eagles with that same defense they've had in the most of the game. We have seen some substitutions, but starting defense in there right now. The first 11 that started defensively for West Hancock.
And it'll be the first man through, Mortz. I don't think he got it.
I think he did,
close.
Kevin.
Did he?
Based on that far side official, yeah.
Okay,
He picked up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. That moves the chains for the Cardinals. 6 carry the game there for Parker Mortz. 20 yards on 6 carries.
So 1st and 10, 9:37 to play and counting. Eagle defense looking to get a stop here. Get the ball back. Single receiver each way now for Gakin. And he's going to roll out to his left. Throws it out there and incomplete.
Timing was just off there as Zaroslik wasn't in the spot Gakin wanted him to be in at the time there, and ball falls incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10 for GHV.
9:12 to play. That incompletion will stop the clock. And they'll run a play in here. Oh, I thought it had. We do have whistles on the field. What have we got going on?
We got a rogue towel that was on the field. I think that came off of a West Hancock kid that was running off the field. Not sure. As the Eagles subbed, I think Carson Bruins came in for Ludke, but I just wanted to get rid of that towel.
All right, well, 2nd down and 10. We might get a playoff here soon. So 2 receivers left, a single receiver to the right, and an I formation for Gakin. Gakin back to pass. He's got some pressure. It's a screen pass, and it's well defended by West Hancock.
Yeah, I believe
gain of just a yard, 2 maybe.
And the Eagles were bringing a blitz there, and that's a lot of times best time to call a screen is when you're bringing a blitz, and I can't see if that, I believe that was Bixel over there that made that play.
Yeah.
Able to recognize that pretty quickly, and just a couple yards gain there on 2nd and long. Who was the receiver on that one? I didn't catch that.
I can't tell you, my friend.
Call it Johnny Cardinal with the catch.
Well, there you go.
Zane Black, thank you.
9 minutes to go, 3rd down and 8 for the Cardinals. They'll come out with a single receiver to the near sideline. And it'll be Kroll or Black, one of the two, I'm not sure.
Yep, that's Black still out there.
So they'll bring out 4th and about 4, long 4, nearly 5. And it looks like they'll play it safe and punt it here.
Man, this game has really mirrored each other, hasn't it? Both teams scoring to start their second halves. They both call a timeout before their 2-point attempt. And then both teams on their second drive are going to end up punting the ball back to each other.
Receiving to the Eagles.
This time, Eagles have made an adjustment here. They were lining up Kelly and Bixel kind of side by side. Now they've got Kelly up, Bixel back deep.
And this one will be over Bixel's head. He picks it up, though. He fumbles it and picks it up.
Got a flag.
No, that was the. Oh, we're doing a flag on the near sideline. We'll see what we got going on there.
Not sure what that's going to be, as there was no one around here.
Yeah.
So did Bixel call a fair catch there? Because if he did, he can't advance the ball.
No, I don't think he did.
They would normally throw the flag back by the spot. So we'll see what this flag is. Blocking the back against West Hancock. So they'll push it back from the spot. We'll see where they end up marking this one here, Kevin.
They're going to mark it off from where he caught it.
Huh.
Well, that'll put the Eagles deep inside their own 5 or 10 yard line.
Yeah.
Well, actually, about the 11. It'll be first down in eternity. Well, no, it'd be 1st and 10. I was thinking that they were going to do it from the line.
You just get 4 downs to score a touchdown?
Yeah, there you go.
These would be some low-scoring games if football was that way.
It's 8:11 to play in this one.
They
We're
should
all
do that
knotted
in
up.
8-man football. Might keep some of those scores down.
Yeah. West Hancock, a lot of green in front of them. This will be the drive to win this one, and it's going to be Kelly. He's got a big hole.
And
There's another
that was
flag
going to come back.
And it's going to be coming back.
You're going to have a hold and/or block in the back right at the line of scrimmage there.
So West Hancock's going to be deep in their own territory. It's going to be first and...
It'll be half the distance, so they'll be at, what, 5.5 yard line?
Yeah.
Kevin?
I believe so. So unfortunate turn of events for the Eagles here.
Looking to see if it's... Where's the white hat at? I can't see him. Oh, there he is.
Standing
Block
on-
in the back or...
Yeah, it
hold?
was.
Okay.
That actually called a hold, I believe.
Okay.
He was holding his back.
And one of the officials is missing their hanky because there's still a flag on the field. There we go. Got that picked up.
You don't want to use those twice.
Oh, let's hope not.
All right, West Hancock. 8 minutes to go here. First down and 15, deep in their own territory.
Gomez.
And they're going to run Gomez. He takes it up over the 10, gets the penalty back. For most of it anyway, and it'll bring up second down.
9th carry of the game for Gustavo. You nailed it. Just about got the penalty yardage back. Not quite.
We got second and about 12.
So the Eagles will break the huddle. Wing to the right. Jump guard looks things over. It'll be Jacoby Subject. He's got the corner. He dodges a one tackle and goes forward. He's up around the 18-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down, but it'll be third down and about 4.
Subject, one of those kids we're really excited about. He has got high-end, top-level speed, just a sophomore. He ran in the shuttle hurdle for West Hancock at state after Kellen Smith was injured before state qualifiers, and Jacoby is one of those athletes that's going to put his name out there in West Hancock.
Swings to the left, and it's going to be a straight-ahead run.
Wow.
First down run for West Hancock.
Potentially go back to that play right there, Kevin, as you're backed up. Gustavo Gomez picks up a first down on 3rd and long.
And
that could be our First State Bank play of the game.
And Gomez stays down. I think he's got a cramp.
Huge run there.
Cramp or, yeah, just a cramp.
Cramp stretching him out. Got some more score updates for you, Kevin. Grundy Center leads Dyke New Hartford 13-7. Humboldt, they lead 13-10 over Spencer. Humboldt is ranked number 7 in the Radio Iowa poll in 3A. Mason City trails Marshalltown 17-12. Algona Spirit Lake tied up at 7. Last report, Clear Lake was up 28-0 on Forest City, and I will open up my phone here and see if I've gotten any more text messages here. St. Ansgar 21-14 over Osage. Woodbury Center, not Woodbury, I've said that twice now. Woodward Granger leading Madrid 21-7. Word is there are a couple players with some that are out for Madrid.
Brings up first down, Eagles.
So that might be one of the reasons why we're seeing that score. And we are tied up 8-8, but West Hancock, after a heroic run there by Gustavo Gomez, able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive as they were backed up inside the 10-yard line to start this drive, and then a penalty backed him up even farther. But Gomez able to find the first down sticks and keep this drive alive.
The Eagles will come out now. Wing to the right. It'll be Jacoby Subject. He's got the corner. Nice run as he's driven out of bounds near the 40-yard line, near the first down marker.
It's going to be
short.
interesting to see where they spot it. Yeah, going to be a yard or two short, his Subject. And you saw some of that speed we alluded to just a couple plays ago. Jacoby Subject, just a sophomore, goes about 6'1", 170, and the kid can fly.
And they'll come out now. with wing to the left in Kelly. And it'll be Bixel. Nice hole, and he's going to get up to...
That's Gakin, it looks like.
Gakin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eagles having some guys that are down with some cramping issues right now, so you're seeing some new guys come in. So Ethan Gakin able to move the chains. Needed 2, picked up about 2.5, did Gakin, and then keeps the drive alive for West Hancock.
28-26. I'm pretty close there.
Yes, you are. And they're both not the tallest of guys.
No, they aren't. So it's 1st and 10 for West Hancock. 5:45 to play. Wing to the right is Gomez. Straight ahead. It's Bixel. And he runs right into a bunch of black shirts, and it's no gain. And there we are.
Gonna have two guys cramping.
Many guys, yeah. West Hancock.
Hancock kids stretching out the GHV kids. Was that Bixel on that carry, Kevin?
I think it was. Yeah. Looks like we got a couple of them here. Let's take
a 30-second.
Yeah, let's take a quick timeout here. We're all knotted up with 5:28 to play. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Sense Seed and Services in Britain, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britain, Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Britt Food Center. Experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli and bakery items. Download the Bright Aisle mobile app for digital coupons, recipes, email offers, and smart zone alerts to save even more. Or visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com.
We're still cramped up out here. I'm starting to cramp up with them, Jay.
Yeah, it's a hot and muggy one here, and our outside of our windows are starting to cramp up here.
Oh,
this fog that's just kind of, the moisture that's kind of laying on the window here is just getting worse and worse. And yeah, we are all knotted up, and there's a lot of muscles out there that are knotted up as well. As a couple of GHV kids coming off. We've seen West Hancock have some different ball carriers. Ethan Gakin, Jacoby Subject coming into the game now, getting more carries just because trying to keep guys fresh. I was looking to see if Creighton Kelly or Gomez came back into the game, as they were both getting stretched out, it looked like, on that Eagle sideline. Going to be Subject, Kelly, and Bixel in the backfield for the Eagles.
2nd and 10, wing to the right. And it's going to be a counter. It's going to be Creighton Kelly. He's looking for room to run. And Kelly takes it up, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Just a couple of yards
there really initially wasn't a lot there, Kevin.
No.
And Kelly did a good job of just being patient, letting that block develop in front of him. And that was Zach Bukema again leading the way on that long counter play. And Kelly able to pick up a nice gain. Going to be 3rd and 2 for West Hancock from their own 49-yard line. And we're going to roll under 5 minutes to go here after this play ticks off.
And it's going to be wing to the left for Jump Garden Company. And, they just give us a first down. Showing the blitz and couldn't get the brakes on quick enough, and West Hancock will get the first down the easy way and into GHV territory.
Subject now going to come in for Gomez, as initially the Eagles are running in offensive linemen calling plays. Now with the running backs, they're trying to lighten the workload on them and save some legs here. And you got Subject and Gomez running in plays from offensive coordinator Kevin Eisman.
5 minutes to go. And it's going to be Subject. Subject's got the corner. He's got lots of rain in front of him, and he's going to spin out of a tackle. He'll have first down yardage as he takes it down near the 35-yard line. Yeah, I believe he's got first down yardage as he ran over the stick. And yeah, it'll be 1st and 10, West Hancock. A nice run on first down by Jacoby Subject.
Really, it's been Subject and Gomez that have been the key here in the second half for West Hancock, as they've been able to rip off some nice runs and a lot of times some chunk yardage, 8+ yards at a time.
Full house backfield now for the Eagles. It'll be Bixel straight ahead. And Bixel, nice run on first down.
Yeah, good job by Brady just to keep those legs moving and getting a good forward lean. Picks up nice 6 or 7 yards on first down.
2nd down and 4. 4:40 to play.
Unofficially, Bixel 94 yards on 26 carries on a hot, muggy night. He's going to want a cold tub here after this game.
Sir. Wing to the right for West Hancock. It's going to be Subject once again. He cuts it outside, got a nice block, and is cut down.
Yeah, he did
just a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.
Did a good job of reading that block. He wanted to cut it up, but that got kind of blown up, bounced it outside, and then a nice open field tackle there by GHV. Didn't catch who that was on the tackle. Subject, it looked like he was going to get the edge there, but again, a nice tackle there by GHV. 3rd and 3 as we tick under 4 minutes in this tie ball game. The defending champs are on the ropes.
Full house backfield for West Hancock. Jump card looks things over, goes under center. And he's going to give it to Bixel. Bixel's going to go forward. He's going to be
real close. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's got the first down, according to the far sideline.
They're moving it. Needed 3, got about 3.5.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for West Hancock. 3.5 minutes to go. Jay, you called that. Good job. Eagles on the move. Eating up clock, more importantly, and if they can put a touchdown in the end
clock
zone.
And yeah, you got to finish drives. Finish drives. That was the bugaboo in the first half. First drive of the second half, they were able to do that. We'll see if they can do it here on their 3rd drive in the second half.
Wing to the right. It's going to be Kelly on a counter. And he's got some room to run. He takes it down just inside the 20. Nice run on first down for West Hancock once again.
The timing has just seemed a little bit off on that play tonight. Just between the quarterback and the wing back coming around, it just hasn't been as natural and free-flowing, but that's to be expected early in the year. Yeah. And having a new quarterback and a few new running backs back there.
So this time they'll be wing to the left for Jump Guard and company. Ooh, Gomez runs into a lot of stuff in the backfield and gets dropped for a loss.
And lose 2 or 3 as Gomez, as the Cardinals blitzed a couple backers there, and they blitzed the right gap there. Eagles not able to pick that up, and it's a negative play. Going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and about 7 or 8 here for West Hancock in 4-down territory.
So Subject will come in. Jump Guard off the field. So I think we're going to probably see a Bixel in a shotgun formation.
Yep. See if he ends up giving it to Kelly here. Yep.
He does. Off the right side. Kelly cuts it up the middle. And he's going to be, yeah, he had a lot of green out to the right, and he cut it upfield.
Cut it up initially behind that Bruins block, but I think if he bounces that to the outside after that initial cut, and now Kelly, I think, is down.
Yeah, we got somebody cramping up again.
And I'm not sure, is he cramping up? I don't think he's cramping up, Kevin. They're not stretching him out. I think that's Kelly. And we might want to take a break here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a 60-second break. Minute 45 to play. West Hancock on the move, facing 4th down, deep in Cardinal territory. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Power up your toolbox. Make lawn care, painting, and outdoor building projects quick and easy, or transform your backyard into a chilling, grilling space. Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. Shop in store or online 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Free, fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt, serving Eagle fans for over 40 years.
The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck thanks you for your support, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Scott Johnson Drainage, Trolson Auto Parts, Westview Care Center, Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention, and Big Brad's Barbecue. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Here we go.
All right, welcome back. We got 4 wide. Depth guard in the shotgun. Here's the snap. And he's got the whistles before him.
Timeout GHV.
Whoa, that was...
Jam guard was going to have Bukema open at the sticks there. Good timeout there by Coach Camrad and company, and it was so loud we didn't hear the whistles.
Yeah.
4th and a long 5, Kevin. 1:31 to go here in this game.
Yeah, they need to put 14 seconds back on the clock if they're going to call that timeout, I believe.
Was it 1:40?
It was 1:45 when we went to the, or the, well, let's see, play before, was that the play before, or was it the?
I don't know. I don't have the clock on here. Well, if you're West Hancock, you're probably okay if more time comes off. But West Hancock, it'll be interesting to see if they come out. That was the first time they came out with Jam Guard lined up in the gun. Normally when they went gun, they were basically running single wing with Brady Bixel lined up at the, what would normally be the quarterback position. That time Jam Guard lined up in the gun. He was looking for Bukema, who was split wide to the right. I believe he had guys, he had guys split 2 by 2 on both sides of him, and then a lone running back. Jam Guard in the game here, so he'll be the quarterback. Whether he lines up in the under center or in the gun we'll get that answer here in a few moments.
And I'm guessing the Cardinals will be coming either way.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the same play. Bukema to the sticks.
Yep, got 2 receivers to the right. And he throws it out there, and it's incomplete. Just in and out of the hands of Jacoby Subject.
Ball was there, just past the outstretched arms of number 5, Jacoby Subject. Cardinals going to take over, and they're going to have a chance to march down and win this one. 1:27 to go here in this game. Cardinals coming off of a 2-7.
Yeah, 2-7 season.
2-7 season, taking on the defending champs on their home field, on the Cardinals' home field, and they got a chance here to end this game, but they've got 80 yards to go if they're going to make it happen.
Single receiver to the right. Gaken under center. He'll hand it off to Kroll. Kroll looking for room to run. And they've got a couple of yards.
They're going to have a timeout, injury timeout, so I think that becomes a... Does that become a charge timeout, though, when you're less than 2 minutes?
I don't believe it does in high school.
I'm going to ask somebody next to me here.
So 1:18 to play when we return to action. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Cardinals. West Hancock will burn a timeout here of their own.
Oops, I confirmed you are not charged. Sometimes in the NFL and in college, under 2 minutes, if you have an injury, you're charged a team timeout. You are not charged a team timeout in high school, but you did say West Hancock burned one of theirs. So both teams have one left now, I believe, as they both took a timeout to initially for their 2-point attempts. GHV took their 2nd timeout earlier in the game, or earlier in the half.
So 2nd down and 7.
1:18 to go, and 78 yards to the goal line for GHV.
Just to recap how we got here. 3rd period, both teams on their opening drives of the 3rd period scored. West Hancock with 5:54 was Bixel on a 1-yard run, and then Garner Hayfield Ventura, Lucas Kroll on a 3-yard run for the 2-point conversions. Brought us to an 8-all tie that we're in right now. His trips to the right for Gaken. He looks out to the right. Now he goes back to the left. Fires one out there.
He's got a man.
He's got a man.
Zaroslik.
And as Roslick catches it, it's deep in West Hancock territory at the 30-yard line, 35-yard line, 30.
Gain of about
37.
40 on the pass play as they're going to hurry up to the line, not burn a timeout. Clock stops on a first down. Unofficially, we'll say a gain of 40 on the pass play from Gakin to his favorite target, Nick Zaroslik.
So trips to the right once again for Gakin. Well, up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock now winding down. 1 minute to play here. Now they're putting men in motion. Gakin rolling out to his right, under some pressure. And brought down immediately. Inbounds is GHV.
They're fighting over the ball.
They're fighting over the football.
Subject
thought
comes
he had
up.
the football.
He thought he had the football there.
So, but officials say no.
GHV fans upset, but if you're Subject, you're fighting for the ball there.
Yeah, you can't.
Why wouldn't you? Good tackle there by Subject.
So they're going to be.
Was that Cones on the reception, I believe?
I believe so, yep. 35-yard line, second down and 8. We got 38 seconds and ticking. Down to 28 seconds. Here's the snap. Under pressure, Gakin throws over the middle. Oh, in and out of Gomez's hands. Gustavo had a great opportunity to kill this drive.
What's the golden rule as a quarterback that you always hear? Especially
lay it
across the middle.
Yeah,
it's typically bad news, and that time
almost was. Third
Gomez
down now.
had an interception go through the wickets there.
With 22 ticks to go, that's third down for the Cardinals.
And according to the scoreboard, one timeout each here. I think that is correct. Both teams have a timeout left here in this one.
So the incompletion will stop the clock.
Play clock's at 4 here. GHV's got to go here.
And that'll be a penalty. It'll back him up 5.
Yeah, and you don't want to. Did he get? Yep. You don't want to burn that timeout. But you got to get that. You got to have more of a sense of urgency getting that play call in, and then getting up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I understand Coach Camrad. He only got one timeout left.
Right.
In a tie ball game, you'd rather take the 5-yard penalty than to burn that valuable asset.
So 19 ticks to go now. 2 receivers each way for Gakin. He drops back, straight back, and
they got
he's
a
under
wide
some
open guy.
heavy pressure. He throws one out there, and he's got a wide open man, but it's out of bounds.
He was wide open initially ran a quick wheel route there, just an exchange on the far sideline between the slot receiver and the wide out, and he was initially wide open 10+ yards.
And they'll take
Gakin just didn't see him.
They're going to take their timeout here, Jay. And with 10 seconds to go, we're going to keep it right here. 10 seconds to go. This is the game right here. Either Garner Heathfield Ventura scores or we're going to overtime.
Yeah, 4th and 13 here, Kevin, and from the 40-yard line. So, if I'm GHV, one thing, line up 3 guys, run them into the end zone. Sometimes, young players make a catch, but sometimes you look for that pass interference. So if you're West Hancock, make sure you're making a play on the football. Go up and get it or knock it down. But yeah, I would fully expect to see Gakin roll out to kind of buy himself some time, if at all possible, and then fire one to the end zone, because not a lot of time. You pick up the first down and get up and spike it, you potentially may not have a play. But I mean, if you get rid of it, pick up 15 yards, you can give yourself a chance at a kick as well. So I'm not sure what they have for a kicker. Typically, GHV's usually got a kicker.
Yeah, only 10 seconds and no timeout. That'd be tough.
Yeah, you'd have to complete it and spike, get up, and you'd have to complete it for a first down and get up and spike it quickly if you had the time to.
So the trips to the right, single receiver left, 1 man in the backfield for Gakin.
Gonna go under center, yep.
4 down linemen and everybody else deep for West Hancock. And the 4 down, Gunnar Faust in pursuit, and he just throws it out of bounds.
Gonna be 5 seconds to go. That
didn't make.
Should that be grounding because it didn't get past the line of scrimmage, did it?
Yeah, well, it was
good. Interested to see if they're
change of possession anyway.
Nope.
So
But typically when you're out of the pocket, you can throw it away.
Right. And
But
he
you have to
was.
at least get it past the line of scrimmage. But it'll be West Hancock football. 5 seconds to go here in this one.
And I can't help but wonder if West Hancock will just take a knee and take this to
Yeah,
overtime.
it'll be interesting.
Eagles will come out. Full house backfield. And Gunner, or excuse me, Jump Guard will just take a knee. And he's not Gunner. He's not Gunner Jump Guard. He's Zephyr Jump Guard. And we're headed to overtime. We'll be back in 60 seconds with some bonus football here at GHV. All tied up at 8-0, or 8 GHV and West Hancock. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Dave Bassett, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Score big with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gig plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles. COM1, the local one serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click com1net.net today.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles!
All right, welcome back to Garner. We are in bonus coverage tonight. Overtime here, Cardinals and Eagles. I'll run through the overtime rules very quickly with you. Each will have a coin toss. The winner will get to choice of being on offense, defense. The loser of the coin toss gets to pick which end we're going to play on. And we're going to first down on the 10-yard line. Both teams get a crack at it, and we'll just do that until someone scores.
Until no one can answer them, and typically teams, if they win the toss, they will elect to go on defense first, so they know what to do if they're able to get a stop, or if a team potentially scores a touchdown but misses the point after attempt. Some score updates for you. Kevin Grundy, center, leading Dyke New Hartford 21-7. That's an update. Woodward Granger leads Madrid 21-14. Clarion Goldfield Dows up 42-8 on Eagle Grove. Last overtime game was 2020 at Forest City. Eagles won 13-7. That was Cole Kelly's senior year. We mentioned Cole early in this game when I called his younger brother Creighton by Cole's name in this one. Creighton did leave on that last drive for West Hancock, and he kind of gingerly went off. I don't know if we'll see him back in this overtime, and that's a big impact both on offense and defense if you take Creighton Kelly out of the lineup. Offensively, West Hancock's done a good job plugging in. Either Subject or Gomez are more than capable, but will be interesting to see if he's not able to go defensively, who plays that outside linebacker spot. That's a big one there for West Hancock if they've lost Kelly for the remainder of this game. Eagles and Cardinals going to go out and meet at midfield now. Zaroslik, Kroll, Cones, and who's 61 here for GHV? Holder coming out there for GHV. For West Hancock, Gretlet, Bixel, and Bukema out there as the three representing the Eagles. I believe Kelly is the other captain, right?
Yes. And yes, that's correct.
I think he's being attended to right now by the trainers.
This game may turn into a war of attrition.
Another couple other score updates here, Kevin, as I'll let you watch the overtime toss here. Clear Lake all over Forest City now, 41-7. Lake Mills shutting out AGWSR. They lead that one 14-0. speaking of Lake Mills and that Iowa State game tomorrow, we're going to see a couple former Class A opponents starting on the defensive side for Iowa State this year defensively. Caleb Bacon going to be a starter at linebacker, and also Cooper Ebel, the fine athlete from HMS, Hartley Melvin Sanborn, that we've seen a few times, Kevin. I think we played him, 3 or 4 times during his career.
Yeah.
He's a heck of an athlete, and he cracked the starting lineup as a redshirt freshman coming from Class A football for a Big 12 team. That's pretty impressive. And then Ryland Barnes is in the 2 or 3 deep now as well as a walk-on from West Hancock. He's in his redshirt freshman year too. So good to see all those guys having success. I know Tate Hagan came back for a 5th year at Central, and they'll get fired up. They get fired up next week, right? They have the alumni game this weekend.
I believe
we talked about earlier, and then next week I think D3 is when they get rolling.
So Gardner Hayfield Ventura will start first on offense, West Hancock on defense. We're going to play in the west end zone. GHV will start with a single receiver out wide to the left. Bacon under center. He'll turn, give it to Kroll. And Kroll's going to go to the corner. And Kroll, did he get in? He did. So Lucas Kroll puts GHV on the board.
Lucas Kroll from 10 yards out. He's cramping up there as he able to stretch to the pylon there. Great effort, great run by Lucas Kroll as he bounced it to the outside. And now, Kevin, the all-important extra point attempt comes up. Whether they're going to kick it or go for 2, we will see. And the Cardinals, regardless, they have put the pressure on West Hancock to make it happen here.
So we'll see if they're going to, it looks like they're going to go for 2. They're huddled up, and I don't see a T on the, so this will be a big 2-point conversion here.
And it's Nathan Bixel who's in for West Hancock, playing the outside linebacker position that's normally occupied by Creighton Kelly, who's, I don't know if we're going to see him back here in this football game.
So single receiver, same formation, I formation, giving it to Kroll.
Black
stopped.
That was Black on the carries.
Black. Okay.
Came in for Kroll, and he's going to be stopped well short of the goal line. So the Cardinals lead 14-8. Eagles can win it with a touchdown and a successful conversion. But they got to get that touchdown first.
They don't need a conversion because they don't get another chance. Everybody, this will be.
No, I said the Eagles can win it with a touchdown and a successful
conversion.
I
misspoke.
So the Eagles now will get it from the 10-yard line as well, as we're playing on the west side of GHV's field here. So the side closest to Britt. So Britt will be heading, or West Hancock will be heading towards Britt on this drive, just to kind of put it in people's minds.
So wing to the left for West Hancock. And they're going to give it to Gomez. Gomez turns it upfield, has a good block, trucks his way down.
Great block there by Gavin Wonder, pulling out there. And Gomez gets down to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, look, we'll call it that. So second down for the West Hancock Eagles.
Gomez has been the spark here in the second half.
Second down, Eagles.
Full house backfield. Jump guard will look things over. Turn, give it to Bixel, left side.
Not much.
Stuffed right away. So to bring up third down, no gain on that play.
Yeah, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage or got a half yard, but good job by that Cardinal defense. And apologize out there. It's really hard to. GHV's numbers are very, very hard for us to read up here from our angle. So not sure who was it, but that made that play. But going to be 3rd and goal here for Jam Guard and the Eagles.
So again, wings to the right this time. It'll be Bixel once again. He's in for the touchdown. Bixel's in for the touchdown. West Hancock just needs the extra point now.
Bixel scored
to go ahead with a victory.
The only other touchdown for West Hancock, and you're going to have a timeout. GHV here, and that puts Bixel right at the century mark on his 29th carry of the game. Has not taken a playoff in this game. 29 carries, 100 yards. And the Eagles got to have a chance to escape here in week 1 if they can convert this extra point attempt, whether they're going to kick it or go for 2. I believe we're going for 2 most of the year. I'm not sure. I haven't heard what we've got for a kicker right now. Or a snapper or a holder. You know, you got to have all 3. I think Buke was the long snapper last year, was he not?
And he's also
the kicker.
So that's not going to work.
It's hard to do. Snap it back to yourself and kick it at the same time. Good time out there by Coach Camrad just to get his guys regrouped, make sure everybody's fresh, because this is the ball game here.
Right.
If you can't get a stop. And they've been sending guys from those linebacker positions. Wouldn't be surprised to see them send 2 or 3 backers here, try to blow something up in the backfield.
So here we are. West Hancock got to convert the 2-point conversion to get out with a victory. But we're going to do this again if they don't make it. Single receiver to the left. It's Bixel. And he's no good. He's just shy of the goal line. So we're going to go to overtime number 2.
And this time, I believe West Hancock will start with the football, as you got a GHV player down now at the goal line. Unfortunately, you've seen a lot of guys go down here in the second half. A lot of it, I think, has to do with cramping. This one, I'm not sure if it's cramping. And am I right in saying that, Kevin? I know in college in the overtime rule, which is similar here,
not 100% certain, but I believe that's
flip-flop. So West Hancock will start with the football, the start of this overtime. 14-14 after one overtime, and this game has just been an absolute mirror of each other. First half mirrored out, second half mirrored out, both teams scoring their first drives, both teams calling a timeout before their 2-point attempt, and then nothing doing the rest of the game, and now both teams scoring on their first drives of overtime, but unsuccessful with their extra point attempts. And these players are going to be sore tomorrow, if not already.
Certainly has been one of them games where the heat's a factor and the cramping's a factor. Depth has been a factor also.
Just to confirm, we do start with the ball here, Kevin, as we move into quarter number 6 on the computer. I hope that shows up as overtime on the live stream. Yes, it does.
We're certainly getting our money's worth tonight. So officials are waiting. They have to take a little break here. And Eagles will jog out on the field and get ready to go. Hancock County, the Battle of Hancock County has gone on for quite a while.
Yes, it has. And this game is going on for quite a while. Dan says he's pretty sure, Dan Kroll that is, our resident historian, he says he's pretty sure this is the first double overtime game for West Hancock.
Huh, very, very interesting. As the Eagles come out now, wing to the left. It's going to be Gomez. And he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Garner did a nice job of stopping that. Gomez come around the corner and he had nothing but black jerseys.
And that's been the play that he's kind of gashed him on here in the second half. GHV did a nice job adjusting there on that one. As you're going to have Bixel, Gomez, and Subject in the backfield now.
And it will be
Subject
off the right side. He's got some room to run. He needs to cut up field. And he's going to get stopped about the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, ran a long way, Kevin, but Garner did a good job of stretching that play out and really not giving him a lot of cutback lanes there, as Subject's able to pick up maybe a couple there.
Yeah, just a couple.
Going to be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Yeah. So West Hancock, that's 3rd down. 2 more tries added here. Wing to the right is Gomez. Jam guard goes under center. Jam guard rolling
Got
out
a guy
the pass.
open.
He's got a man open in the end zone. It's complete to Bixel. Or no, excuse
Bukema.
me. Touchdown, West Hancock from 7 yards out.
Plucks that one out of the air. Jam guard's going to run over. Don't get too excited. Get over there, get that play call from your offensive coordinator because you've got a very important after touchdown try to come up here. So it's Jam guard to Bukema on the, what do we call it, 7-yard pass play?
Yeah, we'll go with 7. Zephyr runs to the sidelines to get the play call here for the 2-point conversion for West Hancock.
Now the Eagles will go for 2 with the 2-yard line.
Full house backfield. And GHV jumps. They're going to get half the distance here. So that'll shorten up the distance.
And the Eagles doing this
half.
in this now we're in the second overtime, doing this without Creighton Kelly, who left the game late on their last drive. West Hancock's last drive of regulation, left with an apparent injury. Not sure what it was, but it was more than a cramp. We'll just leave it at that.
So from the 1.5-yard line, Eagles will come out wing to the right. Jump guard will hand it to Bixel. Bixel in for the 2-point conversion. And West Hancock takes the lead 22-20, pending the Garner-Hayfield possession in overtime. So West Hancock defense now just needs to do their job, and we will roll out of here with a victory. So all you Eagle fans out there, hug your radios. GHV will come out, single receiver each way, Dakin under center. Back to pass, rolling out to his left. Got a man, and it is caught for the touchdown.
One play touchdown in overtime number 2. GHV answers, and now they will need to match with the 2-point conversion. And the way this game has gone, Kevin, I would not be surprised at all with the way these two teams have just mirrored each other all night long. You're going to have a timeout. Who?
GHV.
That time it was Gakin to his favorite receiver, Zaroslik.
Yes.
And we are
2 points away from
being tied up. And I apologize to the people watching the scoreboard go crazy, but the button was stuck in it. All of a sudden we had GHV up 26-22 or something like that, but that's not the case. Hey, first game for everybody.
Holy smokes. And the score is still not right on there.
It is down there.
I got you.
It just waits to update.
Okay.
So.
Yep, sorry. My bad. First game for everybody.
Yeah, no kidding. Might have to get hazard pay tonight. Overtime, double overtime.
We won't be broadcasting next week because we've allotted our allowance for this week.
See what GHV comes up with the play call and see what Coach Sanger comes up with, if he's going to bring some pressure here or not.
Big game, or big play here in this one. Single receiver left, Gakin under center, 3 men in the backfield, and they're going to give it to
Nothing
Eagles for Crawl, and West Hancock will win this one in overtime. West Hancock, the victors of the Battle of Hancock County, 22-20.
Championship resolved there by the Eagles as they come in as the favorite, and a great effort by Coach Camrad and his Cardinals tonight as they give the Eagles all they want and more as they take them into double overtime. Eagles win 22-20, a final in double overtime.
So what a great game. What a great game. We're going to take a quick break here. We come back to the the Britt Bar and Grill post-game show. Once again, in overtime, West Hancock, double overtime, West Hancock victorious 22-20 over the GHV Cardinals. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt proudly supports West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, and many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com, give us a call, or stop in and let us earn your business. Go Eagles!
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles!
Oh, welcome back. I don't know if 60 seconds was enough rest for all that, because man, oh man, did we get our extra bonus in football tonight. I'll recap the scoring for you here as we go to double overtime here in Garner Hayfield as the Cardinals take the Eagles to the limit. The Eagles come out victorious 22-20 in double overtime over the Cardinals. There was a scoreless first half. We went into the locker room at halftime with no score on the board, and West Hancock comes out. First drive of the second half, they marched down the field and put the ball in the end zone with 5:54 to play in the period. It was Brady Bixel on a 1-yard run. Creighton Kelly converted the 2-point conversion, and West Hancock went up 8-0. GHV, not to be outdone that early in the game, marched right down the field on their first possession of the second half. Put the ball in the end zone on a 3-yard run by Lucas Kroll with 54 ticks to go in the third quarter. It was Gaken to Nick Roslick for the 2-point conversion, knotted us all up at 8, and we stayed that way for the entirety of the second half until we got to overtime. And West Hancock won the toss, went on defense first. It was a 10-yard Lane Gaken to Lucas Kroll pass play. Garner Hayfield Ventura scored. Black's 2-point conversion was no good, and it was 14-8 in favor of GHP at that time. West Hancock takes over in overtime, first overtime, and it was a 3-yard Brady Bixel run. Bixel was unsuccessful, stopped just shy of the goal line on the 2-point conversion, and that knotted us up at 14. And then in the second overtime, bonus football tonight here, it was Zephyr Jampgard to Zach Bukema on a 7-yard touchdown pass. Brady Bixel ran it in for the 2-point conversion. West Hancock goes up 22-20. There's 22-14 at that point. And then Lane Gaken again hits Nick Zroslik on the first play from scrimmage in the second overtime. And the 2-point conversion by Lucas Kroll comes up short of the goal line. West Hancock prevails 22-20 over here in Garner tonight. What a battle, Jay.
Yeah, one heck of a game, Kevin. And first off, credit Coach Camrad and the Cardinals. Came in with a terrific game plan, and the Eagles showed their resolve, and a lot of new guys made some major plays, especially in that second half when guys started falling with injuries and a lot of cramping going on. You know, you saw guys like Jacoby Subject, Gustavo Gomez, guys that didn't get any meaningful playing time, much meaningful playing time last year. Zephyr Jampgard did a great job at quarterback tonight, made the game-winning touchdown pass to Zach Bukema, and it was, if you're Coach Sanger, you are happy to escape with the win, and if you're Coach Camrad, I think he was excited about this crew he had coming back this year, and he's got to be, you know, I don't know how, not a lot of people like moral victories, but, you know, this is a good, he's got a lot of nice things to work on. His team did a lot of nice things, I thought, especially defensively. They were much more aggressive, especially from their linebacker position, and West Hancock able to escape, and we move on to week 2, Belmont Clemmy next week, and as always, there's been a lot of years where we've come in this Hancock County rivalry where we've went on to do really, really big things, and we've lost to GHV week 1. Right, this is always a battle. These kids all know each other. They've got all summer to get up for this game, and both these teams left it all on the field tonight and then some in double overtime. This game was just such a mirror of each other and how it went as far as the game flow, first half, second half, and then the 2 overtimes minus the last stop that West Hancock was able to get. So
I tell you, it was a gutsy performance by both teams.
Yeah, it was,
especially in the second half.
Yeah, terrific performance, especially on a muggy, humid night, and a lot of guys going down. And kids just stepped up, and that's what small school Friday night football is all about. Kevin, we'll do a quick post game. I'll give you the stats, and then we'll do a player of the game, and we'll get out of here because double overtime, and I got to run to the airport to pick somebody up.
Yes, sir. And we got to get ready for that Radio Island scoreboard show at 10 o'clock.
So for GHV, they ran for 109 yards tonight on 22 carries. Gakin was 6 of 13 through the air for 77 yards, including a touchdown. Nick Zaroslik had 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown, and Kral led him on offense, rushing the ball 42 yards and a pair of scores on 12 carries. For West Hancock, they ran for 306 yards on 64 carries. Brady Bixel, 29 carries for 100 yards even and a pair of scores. Creighton Kelly, 16 carries, 91 yards. Jacoby Subject, 6 carries, 34 yards. Gustavo Gomez, 13 carries, 81 yards. Gakin a carry for 2. That's Ethan Gakin, and Zephyr Jamgard, 2 carries, minus 3 yards. Jamgard was effective through the air tonight, however. He was 4 of 6 throwing the ball, 31 yards, including the game-winning touchdown to senior Zach Bukema. So I'll let you throw it back for the commercials, and we'll come back with that State Farm Player of the Game.
All right. Well, our post-game show is being brought to you by Eric, Stacy, and the crew at the Britt Bar and Grill and the Main Avenue Event Center. Gather with friends after the game and rehash your favorite plays. Like them on Facebook. Check out the daily lunch specials and the upcoming events at the Main Avenue Event Center. To book your party at the Event Center, give them a call at 641-843-4275. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we will have our Jay Hiscox State Farm Player of the Game.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Whether you're on the road, the 20-yard line, the court, the mat, or way out in center field, go for the win and score with Drive Safe and Save from your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. You could earn up to a 50% discount on car insurance. Plus, bundle your loan to save even more. Inquire about low rates on business, farm, and life insurance, too. Your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 641-843-3563 for a quote today.
All right, welcome back. And as said in the commercial, the tonight's State Farm Player of the Game being brought to you by Jay Hiscox State Farm Agency. State Farm provides insurance and financial solutions for your lifetime. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Jay Hiscox are there. I know you sat in my driveway today and watched me work for a little while, like a good neighbor.
I came in to make sure you were, what'd I say, measure once, cut twice?
There you go.
That was my carpentry advice. So if anyone wants to hire me, you're better off paying somebody else.
And if you do want to hire him,
hire me for insurance, not to put up a deck or anything like that.
Give him a call at 641-843-3563 or visit him downtown in Britt or at jayhiscox.com. jayhiscox.com. Jay, your State Farm Player of the Game?
Well, a few different people to choose from, but I'm going to give it to Zachary Bukema. I thought he was really good in all 3 phases tonight. Made a couple of really nice catches. He was leading the way on a lot of run plays from his tight end position. I thought he was terrific at the linebacker spot, and then special teams, he's always really good, and he kicking off tonight, and he had one punt tonight where he had to field a tough snap, so he was all over the place. Didn't see him leave the game at all with any injury or cramping at all, so a lot of those guys here at small school got to play kind of Iron Man style football. And now when I say Iron Man, not just offense, defense, you got to play all 4 phases of special teams too. And Zach able to do that, and then he capped it off with the game-winning catch in double overtime. So Zach Bukema is our State Farm Player of the Game.
All right, thank you, sir. We didn't give away a bag of groceries tonight, but if you want to be in on a bag of groceries, make sure you get into the Britt Food Center each Friday from 8 to 4:30. sign up your name or put your name in the drawing, and you could win a sack of groceries if the Eagles record a sack in that night's game and your name is drawn. So
Are we still doing a play of the game? First State Bank play of the game or not?
I
don't know. But
we'll check that out.
We'll have to find out. If we are, I would say that
let's just go ahead and
the
do one.
stop on the two-point
That
conversion.
two-point
Obviously,
conversion stop
that
is
is the play of the game because that was the game winner. So
It was.
we'll give that to the whole host and convocation of Eagles is Doug Weiland, the president of First State Bank. He's the one that gave us convocation many years ago. So give it to that convocation of Eagles that got the stop on that two-point try and won the game for West Hancock.
And once again, that final score, 22-20, double overtime. West Hancock prevails in the Battle of Hancock County. So next week we'll travel back to Britt, when the Eagles open up the home portion of their 2024 season as Belmont Clemmy Broncos come to town. We will be there, bring you all the action. So until then, I want to thank Mel back at the studio for getting us on the air tonight and keeping us on the air. My partner, Jay Hiscox. I am Kevin Wilson. We'll see you next week in Britt. This has been West Hancock Football. Once again, your final score, 22-20. West Hancock wins double overtime. This is West Hancock Football on B103.